Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Warrior Cast. I'm Michelle Wade. Tonight, Alex Cardini's cannot be here, so those of you that always think that Kalen Duvall is up here with me, tonight he is. Tonight he actually is. I don't have to say no. Trust me, I spent an hour with this person. I know that it's not Kalen. Tonight it is Kalen. So he's going to sit in with me for a little bit, at least maybe through part of the girls' game, and see what's going on. He played hooky all day today, so he felt like, no, I'm just kidding.
Hooky.
I'm throwing you under the bus there, aren't I?
Kind of felt like it. It did a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you said everyone thinks I sound like Alex.
Or Alex sounds like you.
Or
maybe
Alex
that's, yeah.
You know what? I think I am older than him, so you're right. He sounds like me. But walking into the BP here in Wayland, and I've had so many people come up and say, you do such a good job, and sometimes I just don't have the heart to tell them it's not me.
Right.
But Alex does do a great job, but it is not me. I've not been here for one basketball game.
Well, so it's a good thing we got you up here tonight, getting ready to start up. Alex, has probably the first night that he's missing from us, but tonight's game features the Highland Huskies versus your WACO Warriors for another Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division matchup. I enjoy very much saying that you guys are back in the North. As somebody that was in the North, I missed having WACO in the North Division of the conference. So starting lineups for tonight. First for Highland, Sarah Burton, Kylie Allen, Caitlin Waters, Stella Slaymaker, and Jessica Kraus will be the starters for Highland tonight. Coach Fink getting in a few last words for his team. And the starters for WACO, as they've been for many, many times, that we've come to know: Grace Coble, Katie Leakty, Ella Kissel, Emma Wagler, and Marie Farmer. Highland is coached by Jody Fink and assisted by Casey Halligan. And for WACO, it'll be Lisa Graver, along with Dwayne Alvine and Jenny Green, but I think she's another one playing hooky tonight. So if she's listening, I'm calling you out, kid. I don't know where you are, but we miss you here. So starting lineups being announced, and then the national anthem will play, and we'll get this game underway as they're coming. Officials for tonight are Pat McEvan, Bill Owens, and Bob Breckenridge. Kind of a crew that we haven't had very much lately.
I don't recognize them.
I think the one guy, he's been here before, and if it's who I think it is, he's fun to watch. But I love how he calls things. But the others have all been not here. And I think it's good, though, that sometimes we don't see the same officials over and over again.
Absolutely.
And probably as a coach, you could say this: it's good to not see the same officials over and over again. So starting lineups now. We'll bring you the starting lineup.
Play ball.
That's right. That makes me excited for summer.
Oh, I know, man. Yes.
I'm always excited for summer, though, but
It's getting closer. I heard a song that had summer in it today when I was playing hooky, and you know, what were we? We had to stop somewhere on the way to, and yeah, it was one of those like we're getting closer.
That's right.
Except for the snow tonight, but we're getting closer.
The days are getting longer a little bit at a time.
2 minutes a day we're gaining in sunlight.
I'll take it. I'll take it anytime. So ball is in the air, tipped off, and oh, who's going to come away with this?
Scrum.
That's right. How do you call a jump ball and a jump ball? No, you just re-jump it, right? I'm assuming since it's right there in the circle.
Yep, absolutely.
Nobody actually had possession.
I think Wagler wants a chance at this again. Oh.
So now they can change that?
So is this like NBA rules?
I guess that's where we're going with it, huh? There we go. Emma picked that one up. Oh, nice pass. They are clicking already. Ella Kissel to Grace Coble underneath, and they're getting it going. They had that on fire the other night at Columbus, and it's good to see that starting off right here already tonight. Waters all the way around to the baseline. She'll dump it off for a three-point attempt from Kraus, and it's saved underneath. Oh, but she's going to say...
We might have got away with that one.
I was going to say, I thought they were going to call it out on Grace, but they ended up giving it back to Waco. So Waters in the backfield applying a little bit of pressure to Kissel. Kissel not having trouble with it, though, at all. Looks almost like they're going to do a box and one on Kissel. Dumps in, tries to go to Katie Leakey. Oh, drug that toe a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. It's a box and one.
Kissel tried to dump it under to Leakey, and it just got a little bit too far away, and Highland will come away with it. Waco's been coming out in some man defense this second half of the season. It's kind of fun to see. I like man defense. It makes it more exciting, I think, in the game. Waters up top, dumps it off. Allen. Kraus, I thought maybe she's going to try for another three. 5 on the shot clock. Waters will take it to the far corner, takes a shot, no good. And Coble comes away with the rebound in good position. One thing we've noticed, these girls have been working on the box out situation, the rebounding situation. We'll see if it comes up. Ella Kissel already got herself on the board. Waco leading 4-0 here, just inside of 6 minutes. Excuse me, 7 minutes. Kissel almost picks that one off, her long arms. I'm sure as a track coach, you like to see those long arms, those long legs, get some power behind her running.
She's an athlete.
She is an athlete. Nice pass ahead from Coble to Kissel.
Right here.
Oh, bounces just around. Wagler running it down. Oh, and she'll fall on top of Kylie Allen.
You can see Highland is becoming aware of where Kissel is at all times, but they're not able to get there right now. They just aren't. She can run the floor. She's had some good passes, and here's the thing: they're going to collapse on her, and she's just going to kick it out to someone else.
Right.
It's going to be great.
We found that it seems like lately, anyway, doesn't matter who they're connecting. The girls are starting to click on things with that.
Yep.
Oh, Waters just can't handle it as it slides away from her.
And that was a great job by Kissel. Her man went over to set the screen. She forced her up away from it and was able to just tip it away and out Waco's ball.
That time, Kaylin, did they come down in a 1-3-1? Did they change up their defense?
They
maybe didn't see it.
I think Highland was set up in a 1-3-1 formation, which made it look like that's what we were in. Because typically, I would say Kissel's going to be at the top of that because Wagler was at the top here.
Yeah, okay. Yep, you're right. Kissel typically is going to be the top. You're right. And again, that connection between Kissel and Coble working out really well. Inside is Burton. She's going to be stopped by Coble. Yep. Kraus again. Looks like if she doesn't get the shot off right away, she's not going to force it. But that one was a little bit of a forced shot by Waters. They're going to call blocking foul on the floor against against Grace, I think.
Yeah, and that one, it looked like Wagler, instead of jumping to the ball, she jumped down to the basket. A little bit out of position there, which allowed her man to get up the shot off, force the offensive rebound, and foul.
Kraus tried to drop down in, and now they're going to call, jump ball. It'll stay with Highland, though, as we ended up getting the second of the jump balls there at the start.
And that was well-defended inbounds play there. You know, screen the screener. They just have a couple options off of that, and they were able to get it in.
Oh, that one right in the middle for Kraus. Too hard off the back of the glass. Burton, though, able to put it back in for Highland, and Highland is on the board. Pass ahead to Kissel. She's just going to outrun everybody. Oh.
Yep.
I think they're going to get her for a travel. Yep.
Tip there, but I don't blame her. I would run the floor, and I'd push everything. I wouldn't, it wouldn't surprise me if they would try to run a box and one, and then even someone else just know where she's at all times.
Keep your eye on there. Especially Sweeting's got her, or it's not Sweeting, I'm sorry. We were talking about Sweeting earlier. Waters has her shoulder there kind of taped up quite a bit with the K-tape, and so you have to wonder a little bit of an injury there. Coach Fink going to call a timeout. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. So this is the part that Alex usually does, but I think I got. Yeah. Yeah.
Different. Yeah.
All right, and back to the action.
Coach Fink's getting them fired up out there.
You know, he's been at Highland for a lot of years. I don't know exactly, but he was there when I was in school. He was pretty fresh at that point. That one off the hands of Katie Leakty. It'll go into.
They set up that
Highland.
and then more of a diamond set on that. Okay. Diamond in one, trying to just stop that middle penetration, I think, from Kissel.
Make her sit outside and shoot, which she can do.
She can do.
Oh, good hands by Katie Leakty getting a reach in there.
And that pass isn't going to get there.
No.
That was too long of a
too
pass.
Flat.
It's
too flat. Yep.
And it better be a bounce pass if you're going to try.
Yep. Especially on Katie. Katie's been able to read those pretty good. She's picking that up this season. Coble almost inside there on Burton. Able to come away with it, drives around. Oh, they're going to get Coble with a foul.
Yeah,
I think that was a pretty clean block.
The block was clean. I think she bumped her. And then that's always going to,
draw the eye.
Always going to draw that eye.
Yep.
And of course, being what I thought I was a shot blocker back in the day. You know, you're always thinking it's clean.
That's
always.
Right. Burton will shoot two. She'll miss the first one. She'll get a chance at the second one. I was not a shot blocker. I was lucky sometimes to cross half court. All right, we're going to play defense. Here we go.
I wasn't a shot blocker. I thought I was. A lot of fouling out.
Nope. I've been this height for a long, long time, since 6th grade.
Good defense by Grace there.
Yeah. Second foul shot misses. Burton, excuse me, now it'll be Slaymaker will get the 2-point shot on that one.
I don't believe that was Katie's girl. She had to come out there. That might have been Marie's girl. A little mix up there, was able to get the shot off. Makes it 6-4 though.
And when they kind of shuffle through there and try to help each other on the backside, that's going to put them a little bit out of position sometimes. Oh, Katie. Little caught off guard, misses the shot, and Kissel brings it down. She's going to drive baseline, dumps under to Katie. Kind of getting wrapped around there, and Grace says, I'm going to take this with me.
That was it, too. And, you know, it looks like WACO is going to say, all right, Grace, or not Grace, Ella, you're going to do this, and everyone else, you're going to play offense. We're going to run some sort of set, and it's just basically a 4-on-4 then. And
we know that, Ella's going to be bottled up a little bit on that.
Yep.
Substitutions for the Warriors. Shellman in, Emma Wagler in. Longs for three, no good, and it'll be Waters coming away with the rebound. Guess not a lot of substitution. It was Highland substitution. Oh, that one goes off the feet of Waters, back into the hands of Kissel. She'll take it. Oh, good weight.
Yep.
Nice patience for Ella there. Let Waters kind of fly by her.
That jump stop was big because she came out of that and pivoted out of that. Wasn't a travel.
And she didn't force anything.
Nope.
You know, she didn't get caught underneath or anything like that.
Smart play by Kissel. Marie's having to guard down low.
Yep. And Katie's coming out too.
Yep.
Katie's used to being down on the block, and she's coming out to guard Kraus.
I wonder if they may switch that here.
Yep. Driving baseline is Kearney, excuse me.
Even with Wagler. You know, depends on how Marie handles this. And she's not in bad position.
Nope.
That was a good move there.
It was. Just left it a little bit short. Kept it right off the bottom of the rim. Wrapped up underneath, and it'll stay with Highland as the jump ball is called. Checking in some of these players I saw on the JV end. Mackenzie Davis got some time. They played 2 quarters of JV, so the girls could play all 4 quarters here tonight in the varsity game as you get 6.
That was a travel.
Yep. Good idea. Good idea for a move.
Great idea.
Just needs to dribble first before she makes that turn.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you go through cycles and you have kids that are playing some JV and varsity. You just got to get them more and more time, and that's going to happen.
We talked about that in the varsity game for the boys sometimes. Those games where we maybe have a pretty strong lead and those JV kids get in, gives them just an opportunity to see the floor some more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good ball movement by the Warriors underneath the Katie Leakty, back up to Wagler. Ooh, good ups for Emma. She got that one to wrap in. Shot no good, but Katie in position. Good position for Katie Leakty to be on that backside. She gets a rebound and a basket on that one.
Yeah.
Warriors leading 10-4.
It's going to be 4-on-4 here with Kissel. They're not taking her out of the picture, but she knows she's just going to be running around. And I have confidence in our 4 against their 4 right now.
Yep.
And that's what it comes down to.
Oh, Ella got a hand on that one. Those long fingertips getting out, swiping that pass. Uncontested shot all the way to the basket. She makes that one an easy layup. And Ella struggled a little bit at Columbus. Even some of those easy shots, she kind of struggled a little bit. So it's good to see her coming out on fire here and making some adjustments in the break between days. Water's stuck now down.
Marie needs to hop off a little bit.
Give some space.
Yep, she needs that backside help here. They had a chance for a lob pass there, and it didn't happen. Still playing tough D, though.
And that travel call is going to get Kelsey Kearney again. Turnover to the Warriors. Substitution coming in for Waco. Naomi Egley will give Emma Wagler a break. And I think in a game like this, why not? Let some of these kids come in, give them some breaks, give them some air.
Absolutely. I hate to say it, Ella's going to be tired at the end of the game, all the running around she's going to be doing.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's not fun for someone to play boxing one on you.
It's really quite annoying, actually.
It 100% is. And that's the reason. I mean, you're going to make everyone else beat you. You're not going to let one person win the game. Because Ella's capable of doing that.
Yeah,
she is. She had, 34 points one game? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I can't remember where, but yeah.
That is good enough to win a game.
Yeah, yeah. And they know Ella's the one that everybody's going to be looking to. But I would say, especially in the past couple weeks in conversation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are we conversing about? But
I'm not sure.
I feel like in the last couple of weeks, especially Grace and Katie and even Marie have come on pretty strong. You know, they're starting to figure some things out. Emma Wagler is another one.
Yep.
Figuring some things out and just making some really good basketball plays, whatever that is, with the ball, away from the ball, rebounding. They've just figured some things out. So, yes,
absolutely.
I agree. Make those other 4 beat you as well. Good move by Naomi. Tries to dump underneath to Marie, Farmer. It's going to be a little too hard, but they're going to say it's off of Highland, so it'll stay with Waco. And Kissel will run the ball out of bounds. Dumps into Farmer. Easy pass over to Shellman.
Yep, for Kissel.
Looking for Kissel to come back out.
Good post.
Katie Leakty from the elbow.
There.
Nice. Right over the front of the rim. Good idea. Like you said, Naomi Egley down there with a good post. And kicked it back out when the defense collapsed down on her.
Yeah, that inside-out game is lethal. Can really catch that in stride, step into the basket, and make it, knock it down.
That ball misses for Kraus, and it'll be Kissel with the rebound to head to Shellman, who'll bring it across the timeline. Whoa! Wonder who they're going to call a foul on that one.
That's going against Highland.
Yep, they're going to call it, which kind of just cut her off a little bit.
And it's nice to have Shellman in right now because she can take some of your ball handling duties.
Yep.
Not that first 5 we didn't have another ball handler in there, but I know Hallie, she's a little bit better dribbling the ball and not afraid to do it either.
Right. She's confident, and that confidence we've seen grow over the course of the year. And they do inbound to Shellman. Now over to Egley.
Whoop.
Egley looks inside, gives time for Marie to set up.
Good take.
A little too high. They're going to call a foul, though, on that shot, so Marie will get a chance to shoot, too.
That was some of that volleyball spring there. Marie, she came right off 2 feet and tried shooting that, and, boy, she kind of got up there.
I like watching Marie shoot free throws. She's got a nice shot, pretty shot. I like it better when it goes in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you ruined that one.
You know, I told myself last night during the Iowa game I was not going to talk about free throw shooters.
Right.
Seems like I have a way up with that. So Marie's first one is a miss, but she'll get a chance at a second one here.
There
and
we
a
go.
third.
Get another one.
And a third. Lane violation there on Kylie Allen. She stepped too quick. Marie kind of comes to a set and then shoots, and so I think she thought she was shooting in that. We'll take it. We'll take the third shot here.
She does have a good shot. You're right. I appreciate the fact she takes 2 dribbles. She's not like saying a prayer, looking up at the stands, taking the ball around her waist.
Right.
Sometimes it gets out of control.
Right.
2 dribbles and shoot it, and that's what she's doing.
That's why they started the time, right? They started counting. Yep.
Yes.
Burton backs her way in and gets 2 for the Huskies. Time expiring, under 30, shot clock is off. Kissel bringing it across the timeline for the Warriors. Gives plenty of time to set up. Dumps to Egley. Egley, long pass across, risky pass, but it's picked off.
Tipped by Kissel.
Slaymaker, yep.
Yeah, that's a long pass.
That is. And she didn't have a lot. It was almost like she threw from her heels.
Yep.
Kind of didn't put a lot on that.
You got to put something on that.
Yep. Huskies are going to pick up.
And she knows it.
Their 4th team foul. Slaymaker with that one. And I'm sure as soon as it left her fingers, she probably like, oh man, that's not far enough.
Yep, travel there.
Yep. Good idea. She saw Katie down below.
Yep, her feet got ahead of her mind.
Yep. Little extra step. So Coach Fink calling back his substitution with 11 seconds left on the clock. Now some pressure from the Warriors, going to try to get that pick. If they can. Waters able to tuck it in and goes the length of the floor.
That's trouble.
Picks up her dribble. Slaymaker now tries to drive to the left side of the lane. Coach Fink calling out the time as it expires, and the last shot will be no good. So the Warriors, with a 15-6 lead at the end of the first quarter, will get ready for the second. We'll take a step back here and hear from our sponsors. All right, we are back just as we're coming out of the quarter break here. Coach Duvall, any changes or alters or adjustments you would make there in that break?
You know what? A couple times.
Put you on the spot here.
A couple times Highland's been able to get to the basket, and we're worried about people outside of the three-point line. I would make them prove that, and I would sink everyone in and stop that dribble penetration. Other than that, we're doing everything great.
Yep.
Girls are playing awesome. And I'm nitpicking.
That's
very nitpicky.
That's all right. That's why I said Coach Duvall. Oh, Ellie Kissel falling hard on that knee. Waters going to pick up the foul on the floor. Maybe it's my age, but whenever they fall hard like that, I'm always like,
right?
Just stay down for a while.
Because it would hurt us.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm with you.
I'd still be down. They'd be calling the ambulance for me.
I'm with you.
Taking a moment to tuck in her shirt that came flying out, I think. They have this little play where Grace just kind of steps right into the lane and a little jumper from about 2 feet. Oh, Emma.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. I don't know who she was passing that one to. Gives it up. Teams are starting to notice that, and I think we get a little caught on we're just going to toss it in.
Right.
Even though Grace isn't necessarily open. But that one all the way around, blocked by Grace Coble, I think, or Emma Wagler. Both of them were there. No foul called. Wagler drives it down the floor. Gives it up to Grace Coble. Across the floor to the key. Now all the way back over is Farmer.
Oh, cut to the hole with Grace.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Kissel. Good look. Good look. Oh, just a little too hard off the back of the glass. Good work by Emma Wagler. Sorry, go ahead.
No, good save. Good save. Longest two-point shot you're going to see, though, and that is one you don't want to take. Make sure you're behind that three-point line.
Either that or drive in and make it an easier shot for yourself. So,
yes, absolutely.
I think I got yelled at multiple times. Get your foot off the line or get inside the three-point arc.
Statistically, the worst shot in basketball.
Emma Wagler waiting patiently for things to develop. Now it'll go over to Coble. Coble's going to drive in, build a little space for Kissel to come back out and grab that. Good idea to set that screen. Maybe a little give and go. Kissel backs out now to Farmer. Across the way.
Yep. Marie needs to look at the hole. She might have a shot.
There she does.
Right
she
there.
heard you. Oh, that one just a
Well,
little
not
hard.
that one.
It's a good online. It was online, just a little too much on it.
And I get what she's trying to do, trying to get the ball in your, essentially right now your best player's hand, which is Ella's just playing a hot hand right now.
And quite frankly, I'm surprised Ella hasn't pulled up for a shot from out there.
Yeah.
She likes those out there.
Yep. But Marie was wide open there before that. And, yeah, pull that, knock that down. She can shoot those. Good help, Katie.
Good help, you're right. Turnaround jumper from Burton, no good. Grace Coble coming down with the rebound.
Oh, look up. Nope, not there.
And that's what you talked about, maybe keeping him out of the lane there a little bit more, force him to drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or shoot from outside.
I don't know if I've seen him take a three-point shot yet.
The very first one, Kraus took one from that opposite corner, and since then, you're right, I haven't seen one.
And not saying that they wouldn't do that, but, like right now, the way things are going, I'd shut that down, make them kick it.
Right.
Those are harder shots than layups.
Force them to try at least, right?
Absolutely.
If they start hitting them, then you back out a little bit.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Good take by Grace.
Ooh, it's a little far off of that left side of the rim. Her own rebound twice. Yep. Oh, I thought maybe that was a pass to Katie there. But they're going to get a foul. She'll get a chance to shoot two.
And I like that play there because you're sending the people on the blocks out to the corners, and then you're sending diving two post players in. And those post players, they can change which direction they're going, either going right or left from that, and that's really their call. And defense really has to react then. Where are you going to go? You have four options, four legit options. I like that play.
Make the defense decide.
They have to dictate it.
Yep.
And Ella Kissel can read pretty quickly where to get that ball out.
Yep.
And that's a good person to be taking the ball out.
Natalie West checking in for Emma Wagler. Give a break. Coble's second shot off the back of the rim too hard, and Burton will come down with the rebound. WACO dropping back their pressure, letting Highland bring the ball across the floor. Long pass across. Slaymaker will try for two, leaves it way short, but Burton right there to put it back up.
Yeah, she's working hard. She worked around Marie there. Marie has been getting a good body on her, and just that one time was able to get around.
WACO all the way out with their offense. Not a whole lot. Katie Leakey underneath is the only one. A hard pass across. And there again, Marie Farmer. Take a look at your shot there, kiddo.
Yeah, she's open.
Oh, Ella, nice idea. Tried to bounce it off of a Highland player. Instead, she's going to catch the foot of Katie Leakey, and it's going to roll out of bounds. As Kylie Allen checks back in for the Huskies.
Our coach used to say, sometimes you're being too unselfish,
Right.
and then Marie's kind of being that way. Pull the trigger,
And if she does, and she starts to hit things, it's going to take the pressure off of Kissel. They're going to have to start looking at her, too. There's that three-pointer we were talking about, waiting to see if they shoot. Kylie Allen gets that one for the Huskies. They're back to within 4. A little bit of a scoring drought here for the Warriors. 15-11, 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes here in the second period. Natalie West dumps it over to Farmer. Oh, tries to dump it underneath. She saw Grace down there, but a hand on it from the Huskies will be a turnover, and it'll go back the other direction. Kissel going to try to get a stop on that sideline. Waters all the way down. They're going to call a traveling violation on Waters as she got a little out of balance there, just trying to catch her feet, make that turnaround pass. And now Wagler in gives Marie Farmer a break.
Now, when Natalie caught that ball, she caught that ball squared up and looked at the hole to shoot it. Even though if she didn't have any intention, no one would have known. But that's just a threat in and itself.
Oh.
And Marie can do that.
Kissel with the call. There's that three-pointer I was waiting for. Too far off the rim. Katie Leakey underneath, knocks it into the hands of Coble, but it's stripped away there. And back to the Huskies. And Caitlin Waters. I don't know why I've got Sweeting in my brain right now.
You're right. We have not scored since quarter.
Been a little shy on that. Ahead. We've had good shots. Just some of them not falling for us.
Throw that ball right over the top there, Wagler.
She's got space behind. Waters now going to try for two. That one over the rim, and Natalie West will come away with the rebound. Natalie all by herself over there. Kissel with good ball handling skills. Little dump down to Coble.
Oh, just shoot it. Just shoot it.
Again,
just shoot
some
it.
of that unselfishness. I mean, to some degree, you'd like to see it, but at some point,
it's
just take the shot.
It's a great problem, but it is a problem.
There we go. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Grace had it right in there. Just dump it in. Dump it right over the front of the rim. And she's looking to make that pass to Katie, which you do want to see. But then shoot the ball.
Be aware of what's around you, too. So Kissel will go to the line to shoot 2. Highland with 8 fouls. Warriors with just 3 team fouls. Kissel's first shot, nothing but the bottom of the net.
And, you know, I think we can say that, and it's not really, I mean, these are really nitpicky things. I think we just had some self-inflicted things here in this quarter. Our girls are still playing really good. We're points-wise holding them to 11 here through the second quarter. We're doing a lot of good things. But, you know, there's just things we kind of missed.
Yep. Grace Coble came all the way across the lane for that rebound, and she had it until it hit the leg of Stella Slaymaker and it rolled out of bounds. And again here, like you said, Kissel underneath to run that play. She's going to watch to see what comes available, not force anything. Pass out to Shellman. Shellman waiting for things to come around. High pass over to Coble. Dumps underneath the Wagler. Tries to body her way in, and she'll get it to go.
Cleared a little room.
Yeah. Made some space for herself. That was a good call. Allen trying to dribble, gets it picked away by Shellman. Oh, excuse me, Kissel, excuse me. She's going to go 3-on-1 here.
3-on-1. That's exactly what it was.
Almost got that one to fall as Wagler comes away with the rebound. Put back underneath. Gets her own rebound again. And that one will fall. 2-point basket. Good for Emma Wagler.
Boy, she worked hard for that one.
She did. And she didn't put the ball on the floor. Sometimes I feel like she'll try to go to that power dribble when just go straight up. And this time she did. So she'll get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way on this one.
Those little people like it when the posts dribble.
Yeah.
That's not good. We don't want them to have a chance.
That's
You're right. Go straight up.
We swarm when that happens.
That's exactly right. Those little people love it.
Yep. Emma's free throw too short for the basket, but back to play defense they go. Slaymaker looking inside now. Allen trying for a 3-pointer. That one no good. And Emma Wagler, nice job boxing out, making some room for herself ahead to Shellman. All the way across the floor to Coble on the other side of the lane. 2 players on her. She's going to pass it over to Shellman. Now back to Wagler. And Wagler's going to try for a 3-pointer. She's going to get it.
There we go.
There we said, take a step back.
Yep.
She did.
There it is.
She got that one to fall.
Confidence.
That's right. Minute 55 here in the second period of this game.
I like that decision not to go for that steal there, Wagler. If she would have been out of position. She would have went to the hole. That would have been bad. Good job by her.
Oh.
Don't know if I agree with that. Who they calling it on?
I would say it better be, Oh, no, I was going to say probably Shellman that got her more with the body. Ella had her by a whole foot, I think.
Yeah, she was up. Ella can jump. I mean, state high jump participant.
I mean,
I know she
just
can
that.
jump. I
Just
know
that.
she can. She was up. She had it, but, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all right. That's her first.
That's right. She's not typically one I feel like gets a lot of fouls either. You know, if Ella is picking up fouls, I feel like something's wrong.
Yeah, she knows when to pull that trigger.
Right. First free throw by Allen misses, as well as the second. And now the Warriors going to take their time bringing the ball up the floor. I thought maybe they were going to run their break along the sideline, but they pull it off instead and will run their offense. Kissel does a nice job setting it up. Pass out to Coble, looking underneath for the give and go. Turnaround too short. Bounces all the way around, and it'll be Allen with Kissel right there in her face. She would drive me crazy, I think.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that one she got a hand in front of Waters. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Highland.
They run that play next time. Wagler was standing down there by herself. If Kissel was able to get it in there and bounce pass it across over the lane, she's there.
Inbound for the Huskies. Turn around underneath
Straight
for Davis.
Good defense.
Coble,
by
nice
Grace.
job. Tried to save. Does so back into the hands of Krause and Marie Farmer, able to get a hand on that. But it'll stay with the Huskies. Waters starting the offense. Kicks back out to Krause, who's a long way from that 3-point line. Carol Longbine. Almost tied up, crossed her feet over a little bit. Allen shot up, no good. Coble will come away with the rebound ahead to Kissel. 45 seconds left here on the clock. Kissel's going to drive in, dumps off to Shellman, who's going to try to go across. Nice job by Marie Farmer to come away from that ball. I feel like sometimes, especially girls, they don't come to the ball when the pass is being made, and they'll kind of sit back. That one, nice job, Marie, seeing it's going to be a little bit short, and went and got it.
Kissel was reading that screen. She was cheating through, and she was just going to stay out there. Good play by her.
Good look by
opposite.
Katie.
There
nice.
it is.
Nice. Ooh, nice look by Natalie West underneath to see Grace.
Yeah, that was good. Heads up by Grace, and Grace was playing some really good defense down there. She was straight up, bodying up, and had a good box out, really working hard down there on defense.
And I think that's been a point of emphasis lately for the girls, is that boxing out. Put them out of the lane. Give yourself space. Let that ball bounce in the middle of the lane if you have to. Just don't let them get the rebound. Marie Farmer with her pretty form there on the shot. Gets that one to fall.
I tell you what, you can cut down on your turnovers and offensive rebounds you're giving up on that. That's huge, and that'll help you out.
Oh, it's going to fall. Nice job. Grace Coble battling in there, like you said. Toe-to-toe. Gets the basket to fall, and she'll get the three-point play, the free throw.
She looks tired. She's been working.
Has she been out? Well, I guess she came out a little bit in the first quarter there, but
I
think she's been out in there for the most part.
I think she has, but she has just been in there banging around and working.
So some substitutions for Highland. That shot a little too far off the mark on the back of the rim. And Waters will come away with it on the far side of the floor. Stopped abruptly by Kissel. I think she thought she was going to have Shellman there for a trap, but didn't quite get it. That one too long. And Coble again, like you said, going after it, not afraid to go for it. Time will expire, and that'll do it for the first half of this conference matchup. The second time these two teams have met. 26-11 is the Warrior lead. As we go to the halftime break, it looks like there's going to be some little kids dancing for us.
They're tumbling.
Tumbling, all right.
Tumbling. I think it's.
This is a.
It's not Alvine. Alvine used to do it.
Yep.
Who is this? Is this Tammy's? I can't remember. I hate to say it, but they're doing tumbling.
I'm not sure who else. Who picked it up? You're right. Yeah, it used to be Chris Alvine used to do it for years.
Chris Alvine used to do it. I apologize for not knowing, Waco Nation.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
We will figure it out. But yep, they're going to be tumbling, and yeah, that'll be fun.
They bring out these loose mats, even though Noah Freed is standing on it, as Isaac Ridge is trying to move it. But as you said, this is the advertisement for your daughter, right? She wanted to see this. Is that what she wanted to see?
Well, she currently does some gymnastics at Fairfield, and her friends are doing this. So it's, we came to watch her friends, but it's going to turn out, we're probably going to do this next year now, which is great.
Right.
I'm excited. I know mom would be all for it.
Mom probably was part of Chris Alvine's tumbling crew.
I believe she was. I wish I cannot remember who.
I was trying to read her shirt. If her shirt said. I need glasses. Too much glasses.
I want to say Tammy's Stars. Is that right? Is that what
Maybe.
It is?
Hey, do you guys know who the tumbling group is?
Sherry's Stars.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Sherry. What's up, girls? They came to the track meeting. These two up here.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
They're going to actually talk about their dance, too. So at halftime, I'm going to steal your headset.
You can steal my headset?
But you can have it back.
Nope.
Who? No, Alex is gone. So as the younger kids get ready for their tumbling debut, we're going to talk to.
What?
Probably. Well, we might have to hold that. But try to talk to two of the dance team. Sherry's to the Stars. Sorry, Chad Ediger trying to tell me to turn that. I'm not even anywhere close to the microphone situation. So Sherry's Dance Away to the Stars or Tumbling to the Stars. So some little kids out dancing, but our own members of the dance squad are up here. Morgan and Morgan.
Hi.
Together, they're a little bit dangerous, but that's okay. So Morgan Leakty, Morgan Meyer, going to talk to us a little bit about their dance performance. So you have how many more performances coming up for the season?
2. We have about 2 more, yep.
So Friday night versus Hillcrest. And then
we have one towards the end of, when is it?
January 7th or 8th.
Yep.
Okay, during the boys' game?
Yep.
So probably that last game versus Pekin at home, they'll be on the mat. Prior to this, back in the first part of December, kind of opening of your season in a sense, is your state dance competition at Des Moines, right? You guys went up and did that. How many performances did you have?
We had one performance. It was a hip hop. Or no, sorry, it wasn't hip hop. It was a pom dance.
Okay.
And it was just a mashup of songs, but we got a D2.
A Division II rating, right? But when you do that, there's certain technical pieces that you have to have in that dance, right? There's certain things that you have to do to meet the criteria.
Yeah, so a certain amount of formations and a certain amount of turns. It just depends on your presentation and a few other things.
Okay. So between the two of you, have you had dance experience, or is this your first year dancing?
This is my first year on team dance, but
Okay.
I have danced in the past at Melissa's Stairway to the Stars.
Okay.
But that was a long time ago.
Probably not as long as probably
Yeah.
it would be for me anyway.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about Melissa's Stairway to the Stars and how Chris Alvine used to come out and do this kind of stuff. So Morgan Meyer, for you, dance experience?
Yeah, I danced till I was about 4 or 5,
Okay.
and then I just stopped. But it's been really fun to come back into high school and dance again.
Come again. So you've got 2 more performances, you said. Any special routines set up? Any special things that you got?
Not really. I mean, we have a hip-hop dance, which will be really fun and upbeat, and
Okay.
then we have a lyrical dance, which we hope to have a pretty good lift in there.
Okay.
So one of us will be up in the air, hopefully.
One of you two?
Yep.
Probably Morgan.
Oh my, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Probably-
Probably Morgan.
Yeah.
All right.
Lichty.
Because it's, Morgan Lichty. I thought
Yep.
you meant just a Morgan,
Oh.
because it'll be one of you.
Yeah, one of us.
All right. And so your season your dance season, so to speak, if I can call it that, kind of goes basically during basketball season.
Yep.
But did you dance during homecoming?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
we
had
had
a
a
routine.
co-ed dance, actually. So
That's right, that's
we
right.
had boy and
Okay.
girl dance.
That's right. So how long do you prepare for a dance? Like the dance for state, how long were you working on that?
We kind of started that in the summertime
Okay.
and did like a camp for 3
Okay.
days in the summer. So we kind of knew it for a little bit, and then we did it for the school season when it started.
For the going. Okay. Very good. Very good. And maybe, I know you two are freshmen on the team. Are you the only 2 freshmen?
We are, yep. Oh, no,
Okay.
sorry. We have 2 other freshmen. Gracie Cardenas,
But
which
she's
is
injured,
Alex's
right?
niece.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
And then we also have Destiny Boone.
Destiny Boone. Okay.
Yep. We have about 10 members total.
Can you name them? This will be your
Oh,
test.
boy. Okay. So we have Destiny Boone,
'Kay.
Gracie Cardenas,
Okay.
Morgan
And you two?
Lichty, me and Morgan Meyer. We have Grace Coble,
Okay.
Lillian Keller,
Okay.
Zoe Denler,
Ella Kissel.
Ella Kissel. Okay.
Katie Lichty,
Okay.
and that's 10,
That might be your
right?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I really kept very good track of that, so I'm not very good with numbers. But, yeah, okay. So you have it. And so next Friday, or this coming Friday versus Hillcrest, during the boys' game, we'll leave it on, and we'll get to watch you. The bad part is, from the way the camera is, we watch you from the back.
Yeah.
But we'll get to see it anyway. We're
Yeah.
excited to see it.
Pretty upbeat. Can't
That's
wait.
right. That's what we like. Thank you guys for coming up
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah, enjoy the afternoon. Or the evening, I guess. So a shout out to Grandma Lucy, who hopefully was listening.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, Grandma.
If she was there. So the girls, thank you for joining us today. And good game, the first in the JV game, guys.
Did I hear a shout out to Grandma?
A shout out, yep,
Love it.
yep.
I love that.
Grandma's not feeling very well, so if you're listening, Lucy Lichty, we hope you start feeling better really soon, so you can actually get out here Friday night and watch the dance for them.
Absolutely. That's more of a reason why you guys do what you do with this.
That's right. That's
I tell
right.
you what.
It's a good chance to see all of that. I'm trying to remember when I was this young.
I was probably in a lot of trouble. I'm with you. I remember my teachers.
Yep.
That's about it. Miss Llewellyn, she's probably not listening. I'm sorry.
Apologize already,
I'm,
right?
yeah, she knows it. She could never stay mad at me, though, and she admits that still to this day. She said, you were ornery, but you were just too cute. I couldn't stay mad.
You know, and I think sometimes the ornery ones, those are the ones that you connect with the most, right? Like, as a teacher, those are the ones that think, all right,
100%.
I shouldn't laugh, but I want to laugh.
Yep, 100%. Let's see.
Oh.
We've got Riley and Tate. Riley and Tate, those 2 girls
Okay.
down there, they're twins, so Ruby connects with them. They're in the
Okay.
same grade as Ruby. So Ruby being a twin, too, I think they all have something to talk about.
I'm sure. But Ruby's twin is a boy,
Ruby's twin is a boy,
so
yes.
maybe a little bit different thing to talk
A little
about.
different, right. And is that Tinley? Is that an Aachen?
Oh, maybe,
I
yeah.
think that might be.
Yeah.
That is Tinley
Okay.
Hawken, yep. And she is in kindergarten, but they are all together. These girls are doing a good job.
They are. They make my back hurt a little bit, but
yeah.
So how old are your kids?
Let's see. Ruby and Collins are 6. They're in first grade. They're young for first grade.
Okay.
July birthdays. And Camden is in 4th grade. He's in Miss Embry's class, doing some 4th grade basketball this year. So we've got basketball going on, swimming going on, wrestling just ended, gymnastics. I think that's it right now. We're getting ready to start track here in another week.
Right, like you said,
Iowa
you had
City.
your track meeting.
We had our track meeting. Well, I mean, then our kids do track. They go up to Iowa City. They'll go up on Sunday evenings. We'll do some track up there. Iowa Speed. Yeah, Iowa Speed.
All right.
So it is Iowa Speed. They go once a week. They go February and March up there for about an hour, 15 hour and 30 minutes. It's awesome. They teach them fundamentals of running and stuff.
Okay.
They just love it.
I should probably go learn some fundamentals of running maybe.
I sit there and watch it like, man, that's some good stuff there.
Like taking notes on the side.
Well, and it's Heather and Joey Woody. So Joey Woody, head coach for the university up there for track. His wife Heather puts it on, and she's just fabulous with the little kids. Just does a great job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll start.
That's
Soccer will
awesome.
be here before you know it. Everyone will be freezing.
So I shouldn't give you such a hard time about taking a day off. It sounds like you need one.
We're just as busy as everyone else.
Yes.
When you have kids or when you're in the
true.
school zone, everyone's doing something. It's just all different.
And you have multiple kids. I mean, if you had one kid, it might be a little bit different. But you've got 3 to trace around. And then between you and Gwen also, Gwen is the prom sponsor and
fundraising
and all that. Yep.
Oh,
she's got a big basketball tournament coming up, I know. And for you, you're going to be coaching again soon here with track. Going to be starting first part of February.
We can start the 20th of February. The state says we can start then. We're not going to start then because we have a lot of confidence. The girls and boys team are going to be playing a little bit longer. So we are going to start the 27th of February. There's still plenty of time for us to get ready. First indoor meet is during spring break, the Thursday of spring break, and we'll have plenty of time to get ready, but we don't want to rush our kids along.
Right.
Take your break, take your week off if it is or whatever it is, and if they overlap, you'll still get time. And
give them that. It's not that they're missing. They didn't go on vacation or anything. They're doing something. It's kind of like with football, how we kind of push some of those first games, first scrimmages back a little bit, just knowing that they were going to be. And they should be tired. I mean, they've gone right from football and volleyball to basketball and now to track. And I think track is one of those seasons. Sometimes it always felt long to me, but I think it's because they started in February.
Yep.
As an AD, it's like, man, we're starting track already.
Yep.
But then you look at how quickly, especially with weather, how sometimes that'll change for you.
Yep.
And I think the nice thing is for WACO, they run quite a few tournaments here. Track meets, I should say, not tournaments, track meets. And have often held districts.
We'll host, let's see, we'll do the X-Strands, we do a co-ed, we do a boys, there's 3, we've got conferences 4, hopefully we have districts as 5, junior high I believe puts on 1 or 2, so we're up to 6 meets, possibly 7 throughout the season, and boy, our community does a great job when they put that on.
They
Coach
do.
Edeker, holy buckets.
They do.
That guy does not get paid enough to do what he does.
I would agree. Having been in his shoes, I would agree.
Oh my goodness.
But I think so too. WACO runs some of the best track meets that I've ever, number 1, attended, number 2, been a part of, and then even just having kids compete in from other schools. When I was at Wapello and we'd come over here, it's like, good, you'll be home early. It's going to be a great meet. And so when I would find out that districts would be at Wapello, or excuse me, at WACO, I was excited. I was like, yes, like this will be an awesome meet. It'll be run really well. And you go to some of those other places and you're like, oh boy, what are we in for? And what's going to happen?
There are places that exist like that. Not as many as there used to be, but you are correct. We're hoping to get districts. We're going to put in for it. Sigourney had it last year, and it seems like we've been going back and forth. If Sigourney doesn't have it, we have it. I know Columbus put in a new track. They redid theirs even where they start, so they don't start in the middle. They start at the common finish like everyone else does.
And I think they've invested in their fat timing system. That rule that you have to have that system.
You have to have that, which is it really does matter. Whenever you're putting qualifying times in, because it's, let's see, 10 of the district winners, or I should say state qualifying meet winners, and then the next 14 from there, you have to have those times.
Right, and it has to be consistent. It can't be a finger trying to stop the stopwatch, that kind of thing. And at Wapello, we had a we only had a
The plunger?
6-lane. No, we had a 6-lane track, so we could never host districts. But like I said, every time when they would come out and I would see that we were coming to Waco, I was like, all right, this will be a good. And you know, it's like you said, the community comes out.
Oh, yeah.
The workers, they know exactly what they're doing. They're professional in that, and they get it done quickly.
Now, I say track like that's the only thing, anyone comes out to. No, I'm looking at all the fans here, and every night we have just football, whatever the sport is. We just, goodness sakes. But I am very biased for track, obviously.
But they do. They've been coming out here for basketball, too, this year. And even for wrestling. The other night when I was here for the wrestling meet, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people here. So it's good to see. Wrestling will head into their postseason here soon. The conference wrestling meet will be this weekend. For the boys, and the girls, for the first time ever, will have their state regionals.
That's so cool.
Starting off, too, this weekend.
I love it. That is so
I know.
neat.
I'm excited. I wish I could go. Ella Kissel off to the races, puts that one on her hip, and they're going to get Caitlin Waters for a foul. And she's like, really? I didn't even hardly touch her. But they're going to get her for a foul, which is exactly what Kissel wanted her to do, make that contact and create that foul for her.
Yeah, going back to when the Warriors had the ball there, good look inside to Grace. Just the pass a little bit high, wasn't able to handle it and turned it over. Not, they didn't want to start that way, but it looks like they're going right back into where they were and tipping the ball, getting it out ahead and going, not just to Kissel, but to everyone.
Not missing a beat on that one.
Not missing a beat. those passes happen,
right.
That's for sure.
Right.
Looks like we're going to throw a little pressure at them here.
That'll be good. I think this is an opportunity to work on some things, too. That one, quick break of the defense they did there.
But that's why you're doing this right now, because something did not go to plan.
Right.
This is a good game to do that. 27-13, let's do it. Let's work on some stuff, guys.
Work some things in. I know the Monday Minute for the Girls Union came out on Monday, and they said that regional pairing should be out, I think, early next week, which seems a little bizarre to me, but I guess it is the last week of January.
It's flying.
So we'll see who we play the first round of regionals by next week, and to some degree it could very well be Highland again.
And there, Wagler did a good job dropping back. That's where the last time down we didn't have that backside help there in that transition. But Wagler did a good job doing that, and like you said, time to work on something.
That's right. Came away with a rebound, the missed shot on that one. Kissel bringing the ball across the floor. The timeline. Wagler came a long way to set that screen. Dumps it out to Coble. Nadalik will drive in, looking at Kissel coming around. Ooh, barely couldn't handle, and her foot's going to fall on the back of that line just as she's falling out of bounds. So good idea. Just a little bit more maybe patience for Katie to wait for Ella to come around the corner there.
Yep, absolutely. A little bit of confusion here, looks like, by WACO and what they're in. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be in a zone or a man. We had a couple people on one. I'm not sure what we got going on. Good take by Grace.
Oh, good, yes.
Very confident in the shot, and that's a hard shot to pull up right off of a dribble there, going towards the basket. You're having to stop all your momentum. That was a great look.
She's getting better and better at that shot, too. I feel like she sees it a lot more, and she's just been more confident with that shot. Oh, tried to dump it underneath is Burton, but she'll kick it back out to Allen, who drives into the lane.
Ooh, Kissel wants that one back.
I thought she was going to take that one off the nose at first. That shot missing everything, and Katie Leakty will come away with the rebound. Dribbles ahead, tries to pass ahead to Kissel. Almost passed off. Nice dump. Oh, tried to dump it underneath to Wagler. Wagler a little too hard off of the glass, and it'll roll around and fall out of bounds. I think Emma maybe just lost herself a little bit of where she was on the floor.
Yeah, and that was a good pass by Ella, but I think it's like you said, it strung her out a little bit farther away from the basket than maybe she thought she was, and just didn't fall.
Kissel, nice job not committing a foul there, moving her feet nicely. It's going to stay there on the Husky sideline.
Looks like we're going to go to 2-3. Talk through it. Who's got the corner? There it is.
Nice job.
Great job by Coble.
Like you said, going in there straight up, not committing a foul. Got the block, though. Oh. They're going to say it's going to stay with WACO. Not sure what happened there. A little.
Came off her foot.
Okay.
She went to cross her over, just a little hesitation crossover, bounced right off her foot, went out of bounds. Good idea by Kissel, because she would have blown right by her.
I think Grace a little slower across the lane than what Kissel would have liked, but now she's going to get Kissel underneath. Nice dump down, and body checked by Burton is going to send Katie Leakey to the line. Good look for Kissel. She's just so much court awareness, I feel like. She can see I think she sees stuff behind her sometimes even.
And you know, she's got court awareness, but then it's just as impressive for Katie to be ready for that. And Ella's made her ready for that. You know, these passes are coming. You need to be ready. And she was.
Right.
She was there,
right.
had it, and she's going to the line.
Katie Leakey gets the first free throw to fall. 30-13 is the lead for the Warriors. Some substitutions for the Huskies. Kelsey Kearney back in, as well as Kara Longbine. Coach Finks wants a chance to talk to some of his starters, discuss some things. And Katie Leakey, another one that has a nice shot on the free throw line. Just a confident, comfortable, right over the front of that rim. Puts that one in for another 2. Ooh, that pass is going to skip all the way around.
Yeah, Katie got stuck behind her defender there. Probably would have liked to have worked over the top of that and made him throw a lob out of that situation, but luckily it went out of bounds.
Oh, passed right back at her.
Grace wants that ball inside.
Yeah, she had her post. She says, can you see me? Oh, that pass.
No, you're right. The pass goes out of bounds, but Grace, little does she know, she has someone's defending it on that backside, and Ella sees that. That's why she's not getting her the ball. Grace thinks she's open, but she has company back there.
Right. Ella seeing that backside pass.
Yeah.
And Emma right there. Just give a little ball fake. Let that girl fly off into that crowd, and then give it back to Kissel on that for that shot. It's a good inbounds play, like you said.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Leakey battling down, picks it up from Wagler. 3-point. Oh, and the bank is open for Emma Wagler.
It's open, but she stepped right into it, let it fly. Hey, why not? That's a good in-rhythm shot.
That's right. And, you know, Alex and I have talked about that this season. Use the glass. Use the glass. I don't care where you're at. Use the glass. Underneath. Oh, they're going to get a foul call.
Yeah, she probably should have stayed out of that one.
On Grace or on Katie?
I think they called on Katie.
Yep, they're going to call on Katie.
Yeah, just reaching for the ball there. It was a little loose, and, yeah.
Quite bring it in. Dumps underneath from
Good
Waters
job.
to Burton. Yep, picked off. Oh, Farmer's pass a little too short as Allen will pick it back up. And now right on that line, 2 foot. Would have been it. Now Wagler and Kissel off to the races. We'll see who gets there first. Waters gets a hand on it. Good job for Caitlin Waters to run the floor and not commit a foul there, but stop the play from happening as Wagler and Kissel were about the only 2 on this side of the floor for a while.
A little late getting set up here, but they're going to still able to get it in.
Farmer with the 2-point shot. Ooh. Good dump. Ooh.
Good job by Grace. But Farmer there, that's what I was talking about early in the first half. Right there in front, let it rip.
Yep.
And she did. Didn't make it, but that's fine. That's beside the point.
Yep.
Just get used to being confident and shooting that shot.
Right. That's going to go off of Allen's foot, and she's going to touch it just as it crosses that baseline. So it'll be WACO ball. And that's what I would tell. If I could talk to Marie, if I still had her in class, I'd be like, listen, look for that shot more.
Absolutely.
The more you shoot it, the more it's going to fall for you.
I never thought I'd have to tell kids to shoot, but nowadays some kids you do. They're like, hey, if you're open, shoot the ball.
Right.
Absolutely.
And until you shoot, it's not going to even remotely fall. So, yeah.
Good take by Kissel there. Had she not shot that, or had that been covered up, Grace had rolled right to the basket, and she would have dumped it off to her. So there was options, plenty of options there.
And I feel like that pick and roll between the 2 of them, they've just got that like a telekinesis conversation going on in their head. Hey, I'm going to pick you here, and then I'm going to roll. And they know the other one's going to be there.
Yep.
Ella getting that first ball to fall in for the free throw. Substitutions, Marie Farmer's going to get a break as Hallie Shellman comes in.
Marie's playing good. All these girls really are having a good game. It's just so much fun to watch our kids. I have so much fun.
You know, we talked about that at the coming off of the football season. The success kind of breeds success, and so success of football and even volleyball. The girls had a good volleyball season.
Yep.
And so to translate that and take it with them now into basketball. Oh, he's going to get Grace reaching across the top, and she's like, "What?"
Yeah, and they're going to call that on her because she reached in with her inside arm and bumped her with her shoulder. Had she used that outside arm on that, she would have been able to skate over the top of it. But that's all right. No, you're right. Going back to what you were saying, it does. It really does. And the girls have had good seasons this year. The boys have as well.
Yep.
I don't think our kids will get complacent by any means of being used to this.
Yep.
I don't think kids are geared and wired that way. I mean, I go into the weight room every other day to do some speed stuff, and there are just kids in there all the time. They know they have to be in there, and that's just part of it.
That's what I was just going to say. I think it all comes back to, or boils down to, the work in the weight room. I think that's, I saw it at WAPO. They had a pretty good strength and conditioning program doing at WAPO with Coach Parsons, and to see it here, especially with the beautiful facility that we have, and those kids take advantage of it. There's kids that tell me they get up at 5:30 just to get into to lift weights, and I'm like, man, you would have had to pull my teeth to get me out of bed.
We were getting ready to go. I was playing hooky today, and we had to get up around early, and Joel Meyer was driving by my house, and it was like 6 o'clock. No, it was before 6. It was, because some kids do get there at 6. He is one of those, and it's crazy, but it's awesome.
And just that commitment. I know Odie Stefanschuk was talking the other day in class about that he just feels like his day is better when he gets a chance to come in and lift and get a workout in and do that. And he goes, now obviously I don't lift necessarily, at least not hard on a game day. But he said, just his day is so much better, and that's part of his passion project for my class is how exercise relates to mental health and all that good stuff. And so I'm excited to see where he takes it. Oh, Kissel coming in. Thought maybe she's going to get that one, but they are going to get a foul call. Are they going to call that on Grace?
I bet they're going to call this on Kissel.
Yeah, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call this on Kissel. She hit the ball, but afterwards she continued her follow-through down, and she did. That ball came off, and then she did hit her.
Kind of got her on the arm.
She did. I mean, it was a foul.
And I think she knew it. She didn't really contest it either. So
she doesn't want to think that because she had a lot of ball, but after the fact, it was a foul. Yep.
Right. And Waters gets that first one to drop. 36-15 is the WACO lead. Second one on its way, rattles around, and Grace Coble right there to swoop it up. Oh, pass ahead, looking for Kissel, who hits the deck hard, but Wagler's able to track it down as Shellman will get the pass. Oh, dumps it underneath. Got a hand on from the Husky, and it'll be into the, Burton will take it the other direction. And Kissel saying, hey, let's try to trap right there. Get her right across that timeline and get a trap. Hard pass across the floor.
I think some people wanted over and back on that one, but she didn't get all 3 points across the half-court line.
And I think that's a change over the years or something that people just don't really understand that. But when it has to be 2 feet and the ball all the way over the court, over that half timeline, so to speak, before it's an over and back call. And yeah, she just had that 1 foot over. Ooh, good dump.
No look pass.
There we go, Marie. It's all right, good take. Yep. And Shellman there. Nice job with the rebound and the putback. And Shellman, like we said, not necessarily the tallest statured player on the floor, but she's not afraid to take it back up.
Absolutely. And Marie is looking to shoot it. And right now, if you're Coach Graber, you're telling her, hey, keep shooting.
Right.
Do not be discouraged that they're not going in right now.
They'll fall.
They will fall.
And that one falls for Shellman as she gets her first of 2 free throws here. And with that foul, Sarah Burton will foul out of the game for the Huskies. I didn't realize she had 5.
Oh, wow. That's early. I was not paying attention to that.
I wasn't either. That one hard off the back of the rim for Shellman. Come down to Waters, who will bring it across the timeline with just a little token pressure. Waco still in that man defense. Kissel slides around the top. Ooh, that pass gets away from Allen there. And Natalie West will check in for Emma Wagler. And I have to wonder now with the lead what it is, at least for a while, if Coach Graber will start to work some of these younger kids back in.
I'd say after this quarter, you're going to see some of that. Good skip pass there. Good job
Natalie
by Marie.
West. Oh. Marie, sorry, you said Marie?
Yeah, I got caught up in watching the play. Good pass there by.
Nice job.
So that skip pass went out there to Natalie, and Marie actually walled off her girl, so she couldn't recover to get out there. Even though Natalie missed the shot, it was a heads-up play by her just by getting in the way of someone, because if her girl would have went, she would have been wide open too. So.
Yeah.
Not there.
Not a bad take for Allen, but just left it a little short off the front of the rim. Skipped out of bounds.
Looks like we're going to get some fresh faces here for Highland.
Highland as well.
Yep. And I, like you said, suspect probably fourth quarter we're going to have that. Looks like Naomi's getting ready to go in.
Yep.
Good
dump.
pass.
Oh, a little too much sauce on that one for Grace, and it rolls around.
Yeah, uncharacteristically, I think Grace has missed a couple in there that I know she just wish she could have got back.
That's right. Let me have another shot at that, can I?
And you know.
Oh, good job.
And that stinks. She's not doing anything wrong. It's just lid on the bucket.
Oh, they're going to call an offensive charge against Kissel on that one. Maybe a little lower of the shoulder there, but she was quite a ways from the basket, too. Offensive charge.
Yeah,
offensive foul, I guess.
They're not going to get a call. We're not going to get that call probably right now.
Not a bad take, though, for Ella.
No.
See if she can get it to fall.
And that's hard for a kid to understand. At a disappointing game when the score is the way it is, you're just not going to get some of those calls.
Rattles out of bounds. It's going to stay with Highland.
See, Wagler's in. Going to get Kissel.
Kissel break, yeah. Kissel's like, oh, me? Okay.
Is Housingay healthy yet?
She played in the JV game, but definitely did not look herself. I mean, she played what she would normally, went hard, but you could tell she was a little bit ginger with it. Shellman with a nice pull-up jumper underneath. Wagler with the rebound, tries to put it back. Gets her own rebound again. Turn as she's falling, and they're going to call a blocking foul against Davis. Within that, as Emma made the turn around to square up to the basket a little bit more, and I feel like she's doing that better too. She's, instead of just kind of tossing it up there, she's willing to take the time to square up and make a good shot.
Yeah. Good awareness by Wagler, too, kicking the ball up the floor to Shellman. If Shellman had that, I wonder if she would think twice about shooting it a little early in that, because it was about 30, 20-some seconds when she had it, and maybe just, let's just work one shot here. But it worked out. We were able to get the rebound. Wagler was able to take it. Now she's at the line,
Misses both of those, but Farmer's going to pick up the rebound on that. And there, Wagler, nice cut, nice job. Good cut for Emma Wagler and a nice putback. Marie Farmer seeing her coming across that lane. 7 seconds on the clock. Oh, that one's going to get away from Krause and roll out of bounds. So the Warriors will have it with 3.3 here in the third quarter. 41-15 is the lead. And Shellman's going to take her time, not even bother to shoot anything. So they'll go to the break between quarters, and we will step back and take a break as well. And coming back out of the break, we will head to the fourth quarter. Waco with a commanding lead, 41-15. And as you said, that's not 35, is it? What's the spread? What's the point spread?
Oh, man. I think it's I thought it was 30. I don't know. Maybe it is 35. It's been a while.
We'll see. We'll see if the clock runs continuously. Hopefully they're doing the point spread. I'm not. So starters back in for the Warriors as they start the fourth quarter here. And starters other than Burton. Oh, no, she is in. I thought she had 5. She must have just had 4. She must have just had 4. Must have been backwards from what I was thinking.
No, she had 4. You're right. Her number's 5.
Yep.
There we go.
Woo.
I think they had it up there wrong.
It's kind of confusing when it's the single number. Yeah. Good ball movement for the Warriors as they move around. Kissel now looking for Farmer on the far side. Nice job by Grace Coble to turn the lane. Good dump. Nice job. You love it when you see that, right? You just love it when they see that.
that inside pass game is just, appreciated.
Oh, kick by Kissel. Does not reset the shot clock, though, which always confuses me.
Right?
The shot clock in general kind of confuses me.
I'm not used to it.
It made more sense when I played. Oh, Burton stepping in front of Emma Wagler. Didn't quite see her coming. She's going to get that one to fall.
Yeah, that was a weird play. It was tipped, and who was taking the ball out of bounds stepped in, got
Waters,
it, shot it from behind the backboard. Yeah, nothing good about that play.
Wagler, high shot off the glass with a little kiss. We'll get that to fall.
She's been shooting well from the outside tonight.
Mm-hmm. Dump underneath to Burton. She's going to go right at Farmer all the way across the lane and drop it off to Slaymaker, who's going to miss everything, but it's Kraus on the backside, ready for that rebound, and she's going to put it back easily.
Yeah, I gave up that baseline. Someone had to come over and help, so when they shot, no one was there to get a rebound.
Kissel showing off some ball handling skills there. She's got many of those. Wagler again with the long shot. We're going to call that a pass to Katie Leakey on the other side.
Floater, runner, yep. I don't know what that was.
Yep. Katie was there in perfect position to put that one back in for 2 points for the Warriors.
Worked out.
Warriors lead 48-19 in the second matchup. Oh, yeah. I thought they were going to give her a travel there.
Yep.
Good idea for Caitlin Waters to drive that baseline, but took a step a little too early. And I think you can't tell me that that's not been a point of emphasis this year. As many times as I've seen officials call travels, they want to make sure that that dribble goes down before there's ever a step on the floor. We saw that at the Winfield game. There was a ton of travels called at the Winfield game. It just seems like traveling is being called a lot more this year.
And it should be.
Yeah.
It really should be.
It's about time. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I'm 100%.
Oh. A little bit of a tip, but Grace Coble able to track it down. Egley now jumps inside, back out to Coble. It's going to get wrapped up, but it'll stay with the Warriors.
Yep, just got to be strong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little flustered there, got tipped a couple of times. I'm sure that's all it was. Right now, look at Marie. Just tip it to her right there.
Especially with 7 seconds.
Yep.
And Coble in the lane. That one misses everything. And Burton's going to track it down, but she's going to tiptoe that line.
Yeah,
and I would assume the shot clock will start over, right? Because it changed possession?
I don't think it changed possession.
They're not going to say that she had it? Okay.
No.
So 4 seconds for the Warriors. I think he had the same question I did.
Yeah. No, you're right. But they're going to say that she didn't have possession. She just tipped it out, hit it.
Egley with a three-pointer. Going to hit nothing, but it does hit the rim. And she gets her own rebound back. That one too hard. And Kissel's right there for the rebound. And she'll get that one to fall. So good action for the Warriors. Good shots for the Warriors. And good follow-through. Follow-up with the Warriors to not let that one get away. They did get the basket to fall.
Yeah, Kissel catching it high, keeping it high.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I refer to the little people. The guards are usually shorter than everyone else. They will take that from you if you bring it down. Great job by Kissel keeping it up there. And
especially with her height advantage. She's got a height. Usually in most games, she's got a height advantage on most of the girls that she's playing against.
So it's supposed to snow tonight.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, man.
I know. Mr. Bartels, our principal, sent out a 2-hour late start schedule, and it said, I'm not a forecaster or a weatherman,
just in case.
Here you go.
Just in case. I hope not.
Oh, I hadn't looked at the weather, so it kind of got my hopes up maybe a little bit, although I feel like it's a double-edged sword, a 2-hour delay. It's nice, but yet
the day
just go. Just go.
Everyone's already up.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you.
I will say, though, with the new app and the Remind app that they use to push things out, you don't have to sit up and watch the ticker on KCRG anymore like you used to have to when I was a kid growing up.
That.
You missed that? He's going to I'm not going to put it on there. You're going to have to guess.
Like winning the lottery when you saw your school.
Yes.
We were chosen for a snow day.
Except we were the W, so it was way at the end.
Right. Oh, man.
Second shot, no good for Burton, but she's going to get her own rebound and put it back up. No good. Allen underneath the basket. No good again. And it'll be finally Grace Coble coming away with it with a Kissel way outside. She's going to run the floor and beat everybody down. A nice layup, nice and easy layup with her right hand on the left side, extending the lead. to 33. Dumps underneath to Burton. Drops around underneath the Kraus. Kraus's shot just over the hand of a reaching Grace Coble will fall for the Huskies. And now quickly ahead, Kissel to Coble underneath. She sees her turnaround jumper. Nice kiss off the glass.
Good move. That's a good move.
Good communication, verbal or non, between those two. I love to see that, especially coming on this time of the year. Just like to see that. 3-point shot, too long, excuse me. Coble will come down with a rebound. Kissel on her horse. She's going to get pushed out of bounds by Waters.
Kissel just knows how to draw that contact. I mean, she was in no position to shoot that, but she knew that she was going to bring her over, get the contact, and if I get it up to the hoop, I'm going to the line.
That's right.
That's smart play.
And I think Caitlin Waters there, after she committed that foul, I think she was like, what am I supposed to do?
Yep.
I can't just let her go to the basket, but yet I have to keep trying to drive her out, drive her to that baseline to get her to stop.
Yep.
And so a little conversation with the official, too, to maybe make some suggestions on how to make some adjustments.
Yep.
Second shot is good for Kissel. But as you said, Kissel also knows how to draw that contact. She's looking for that.
Yep.
Waters ahead to Allen. One dribble back to Waters. Burton having Farmer pinned there. Turns around jumper. It's going to fall. And I think they're going to get Marie on that one. That might be her first foul of the night if it is.
I think it might be. And
24.
Marie has been 2 on Marie.
2.
Marie has been guarding her a lot tonight, and she's really held her own. This is the first time I think that Burton's got away from her and was able to score. So hats off to Marie. She's been playing good D.
Marie's kind of just one of those quiet players. She doesn't necessarily score a ton of points. She doesn't get a lot of rebounds, but she'll get them when you need them.
Yeah, right.
Egley's going to try for 3. That one's going to fall. Nice job. Good shot for Naomi right there.
Way to step into it.
Yep. That one ahead. Oh.
Some people might not have liked just, WACO taking a 3 there, but really you got a younger person coming in, getting some minutes. You want them confident. Right. Take that shot. Absolutely. We may need that.
Yep. You are exactly right. Spoken like a coach.
I mean, there's always going to be some naysayers on that, but yeah, you look to shoot that.
And I can tell you from experience too, I think Coach Fink would understand that. I think he's been in the same situation on the flip side. He's been the one with the higher score. And yeah, when you put your younger kids in, that's what you want them to take that opportunity to score when they can see it. And as you mentioned earlier, Ella Hausengay, excuse me, she is going to check in here in this game, so I'd be interested to see.
Me too. Her ankle was pretty fat the other day. I wrapped it. She was in the office, and I wrapped it up for her. And I said, get a brace. She says, I already got one.
Right.
Great.
And she does. There was just a little bit of, I'm going to say, timidity when she was playing. That sense of, okay, can I trust this? Yeah.
Little weakness. Yep.
But the opportunity is here now to put some pressure on it and get it back into shape.
If she's like her brothers, she's going to tough this out. And I think she's like her brothers.
Yeah.
Or they are like her. One of the two.
Yeah. I was going to say, she's probably why they are so tough to some degree.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Egley over to Shellman. Shellman now to West. Across the floor, drives baseline. Looking for Marie. She let it go. There she gets it dumped underneath. And Longbine is going to come away with the steal ahead to Waters, going the other direction. And every Warrior is back. They don't mess around in the backcourt. They're going to get back and play defense on that one. Farmer still banging in there with Burton. Able to keep her out of the lane. Nice job. Allen with the long shot. Burton able to track it down, and she does back out to Waters now to reset the offense with a new shot clock, too. Farmer, like you said, underneath with Burton.
Good job, Natalie.
Yep. That one off the bottom of the backboard for the Huskies.
And that was a good look by the Huskies.
Not too bad.
Really, if I was a coach, I would take that. That reverse layup, absolutely. Yep. You don't see enough of that.
Right. That was how, when I was in college, that's how we would start every practice. You would do front ones, and then you go into the backboard and do underneath looking out. It's like, when am I ever going to use this? I tell you what, I use that thing so many times. It's like everybody should have to do this.
Yep. when I was young and coaching, I said something about square up, when you're underneath, and I had my mentor, Ryan Madison, who I coached under. He's like, that is a place where you play unbalanced all the time, and you're not going to be squared up, and you have to learn. I said, well, you are correct, sir.
That's why you're my mentor.
And he's right. Underneath, you are going to be unbalanced. You are not going to be squared up all the time, and you are expected to score.
And even if you are squared up, I feel like you're going to get pushed by somebody somewhere.
Yep.
So some substitutions. The Warriors will have 2 seconds on the shot clock, so something quick's got to come off. 1, and they're going to have a little violation of the shot clock. That's the first one we've seen. And to be honest, Kaylin, I was expecting at the beginning of the season that we would just see those shot clock violations left and right. We didn't. I didn't, anyway.
Do you think it's going to slow down the game?
The shot clock?
Yeah. Do you think people are going to play that a little bit more and slow it down intentionally? Or, maybe not intentionally, but it's just one of those things like, no, we've got the shot clock, and now we're just going to use up that time.
Right. I don't know.
And we're basing things off of that maybe a little bit more.
Maybe.
An unintended, consequence.
Maybe.
I don't think it is. I mean, I'm looking at it 7:20 right now. Game started at 6. I don't know.
A little after 6, in fact, because,
okay.
Well, right about. It was pretty close.
I'm sure someone is tracking times or the state is. And if it is lengthening it out, it's not by much.
No.
Skip it over to Natalie.
And I would say I was all in favor of the shot clock, even at the high school level. I think, one, it speeds it up. You don't get the get up by 60 and then sit out here and play the 4-corner drill, I'm also in favor of whatever is closest to the college game. They're going to get Hallie Shellman with that foul. She did kind of run into her. Addison Protzman stopped shorter than what she was expecting, I think. So Protzman will go to the line to shoot 2 as the Warriors have 10 fouls here in the second half. She'll get a chance to shoot 2, but Hallie Shellman, nothing you could do on that. But no, I say that about everything. So take the yellow, take the orange bag away in softball, baseball. Play the high school game as close to the college game as you can. When you get kids that go, and this is speaking from somebody that when I was in high school, we flipped a quarter for first possession of the game. We didn't jump center. We didn't have the shot clock. So you go to the college game and you're like, what? Wait, what? You want me to do what?
Right.
I got to make 2 adjustments now in an already game that you're getting beat up even more.
Yep. No, you're right.
Natalie West with a long 3-pointer, going to fall short on the rim and into the hands of Olivia Edwards for the Huskies. Quickly ahead now. Oh, hard pass. Can't quite handle that one. Going to roll out of bounds and be to the Warriors. 18 seconds ticking away. We must be in the 35-point mark. Yep. 13 seconds. Under 10. The shot clock is off. Shanae Riley passes now to dumps it down to West. Tries to dump inside. Oh, Shellman. Oh, picks it up off of the bounce away. And time will expire as the Warriors take the victory 60-25 here for the Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division matchup. The second time these two teams have met. They will take the win with them from this matchup. So stay tuned. We're going to go to a break, and then we'll come back with all the action for the boys game right here on the Warrior Cast. Maybe, if I can find it.
serious about lawn care knows it starts with two things: the expertise and the equipment to do the job right. Egley Landscapes is the only local company that provides expert lawn care and landscaping. Let the experts with the equipment from Egley's pay a visit to your lawn. Our horticulturists have the knowledge to guide you through a lawn care plan, and they won't sell you services you don't need. Egley Landscapes has the knowledge and expertise you can trust to revitalize the landscape of your home or commercial property. Egley Landscapes. Check us out online at egleylandscapes.com.
What if the answer to powering a purer world, our world, was shining down on us this whole time? All we have to do is unleash its infinite power. Our goal here at Eco Energy is to unleash the infinite power of the sun. At Eco Energy, we make solar energy the better solution. Eco Energy. Unleash the power.
Anyone serious about lawn care knows it starts with two things: the expertise and the equipment to do the job right. Egley Landscapes is the only local company that provides expert lawn care and landscaping. Let the experts with the equipment from Egley's pay a visit to your lawn. Our horticulturists have the knowledge to guide you through a lawn care plan, and they won't sell you services you don't need. Egley Landscapes has the knowledge and expertise you can trust to revitalize the landscape of your home or commercial property. Egley Landscapes. Check us out online at egleylandscapes.com.
These are going to be sweaty a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all right. They're going to go to Luke, so it's fine. He's like, okay. We should have brought some, like, a disinfectant. But anyway, as we get ready for the boys' game here, about 2 minutes before the start of the game, I was actually able to get Ella Kissel. I keep telling her to come up and talk to me. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. But Ella, good game tonight. Second time you met Highland. What changes did you make? Kind of putting you on the spot here.
Oh, it's okay.
Did you make any adjustments, or what things did you talk about at halftime maybe that you knew you wanted to make sure you got accomplished tonight in the game as a team?
Yeah. We had a goal of 40 rebounds. I don't know if we got it, but I think we rebounded well. And then yesterday we really focused on, like, their two players that really
kind of the top of their
carry
list.
their team. Yeah. But so we focused on them, and then we focused on, like, identifying them in the game. So that's what we did.
Picking them up as they come.
Yeah.
So who were the two?
Burton and Waters.
Okay, and that's what I would have assumed.
Yeah.
Would have been the two that you would have keyed on.
Yeah.
So then on the back side of that, on the flip side of that, I guess you'd say, for them, they probably were doing the same for you. So how did you combat their defense? I mean, because at one point it looked like they had you kind of in a box and one for a while. So what were you thinking at that point?
Yeah. Well, when they do any team that does box and one, it's always nice to run them off screen. Or just, like, run into them and then just, yeah. But, like, getting the ball back, and then, like, when I get the ball back, like, trying to make a good move. And, like, knowing that they're going to, like, both die. If I drive the basket, if they're both going to drive, I might dish it off.
Right. That somebody's going to be open because somebody's coming at you.
Someone hopes, hopefully they got their hands up, because if they don't, it's going to get them right in the face. But other than that, are we doing the national anthem?
You're good. Oh, you're good. They're not going to do national anthem.
Oh, right. Luke.
No, they turned him down at one point, so he had me turn him back up. Sorry, leave you hanging there.
You're good.
You're like, I'm really never coming back up here again.
No.
So we'll get you starting lineups in a little bit, but first conversation with Ella. We'll finish the conversation with Ella. So you have Hillcrest on Friday. What things are you looking for them?
Yeah. Well, they boxed in one last time, so I think we're going to prepare for
Hillcrest did?
Yeah.
Okay, missed
sure
that.
Did. We'll probably prepare for that better. And we did a really nice job outrunning them last time.
Okay, yep.
Like Grace or whoever would get the rebound and one of us would release. So I think we're going to do that again and just try to outrun them and get the score up.
Try to get a defense. And like we said, we've talked about Alex and I and then Kaylin and I too. Nights like tonight and nights like hopefully with Hillcrest to get a chance to get some of your younger kids in because you might need them come tournament time. Any indication of who you might get for a tournament? Maybe I should ask you, who do you want in the tournament?
First round?
Yeah. Other than a bye.
I was going to say that.
You can't have a bye.
You
can't have a bye.
First round. Oh, my goodness.
Who did you have last year in the first round? Do you remember?
I think it was.
Actually, I think you had Wapello.
We did have Wapello.
Now that I think about that, I think you guys came over to us.
We sure did have Wapello.
To them. You went to them. I should say them.
It'd be nice playing one again. Always just nice beating them.
Yeah.
Fun team to beat.
Probably depends on whether they send you north and south. But those are supposed to come out in a week, so I'm anxious to see who that goes.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, Ella, thank you for joining us. I'm going to get you up here again before the season's out. I'm going to make you. So thank you. Starting lineups for the boys game as we go. Joining me tonight will be Luke Liechty. He's going to jump on with me after he wipes off the sweatiness of his from Ella's ears there. But starting lineups for the boys game tonight for Highland: Logan McFarland, Tyler Thompson, Ethan Paisley, Logan Bonebreak, and Nicholas Oriano as Hunter Hughes. That first one off the front of the rim. Excuse me, the back of the rim. And for WACO, the usual suspects: Isaac Oswald, Hunter Hughes, Simeon Reichenbach, Cody Graver, and Colton Liechty.
Yes, so Simeon went up for a dunk right off the tip.
Of course he did.
Didn't quite get it to fall. Hunter got the rebound.
Oh, he's going to take that one, see if he gets this one. And
yeah,
he does.
there he goes.
That one he got
There he
everything
got
on.
it.
And the grin across the face, I love it. So gets this Waco crowd into it early as we go. Again, I'm Michelle Wade calling on this call tonight, joined up here with Luke Liechty. I texted him, I said, did you leave? And he said, no, I'm still here. I said, get up here and help me since Alex is gone. Try to pull you up here a couple other times maybe before the season's out as well. Hunter Hughes goes flying across the floor on that one, but Cody Graber for the rebound. And now the coach for Highland,
Quick timeout.
Bill Ziviak. Ziviak is his name. Bill Ziviak going to call a quick timeout. And I've talked about in the past with Alex and with Kaylin, as a coach, make them call the timeout first.
Right.
Do enough to make them want to call. You don't want to be the one calling that timeout. So.
Yep. And that's hard. You start right off on the tip with a quick play, and then you get a steal and a dunk, and the crowd's into it.
Yep.
And just a regroup here, a quick timeout, and talk to his guys. Let him figure out here's what we're doing for press break and into our offense. And so, yep.
I told Ella the last time these two teams matched up at Highland, I was not able to go. I actually had a migraine that night and did not go. But the score was heavily in favor of Waco up there. And so we'll see what tonight will bring, what adjustments they've maybe made, what adjustments we've made as well. Oop, that one off of the leg. Oop,
Good
underneath. Nice. After the double
stolen
pump.
right back.
Bone breaker Graber again with another one. Able to get that one, rebound down and back ahead to Simeon Reichenbach. To Hughes, takes it himself. Oh, he's going to get that to fall with the foul, but he hit that ground
Yeah,
hard.
he did.
Oh, that knocks the wind out of you on that one. He's kind of shaking his arms and his elbows. And for Highland, number 21, Logan Bonebreak, going to pick up his second personal foul here in the quick minutes. 7:01 is the time on the clock. Second free throw, the free throw for Hunter falls. 8-0 is the lead for the Warriors here in the top of the first quarter. I almost said first inning. That tells you where my brain's at. Isaac Oswald gets that quick steal away and a quick basket for the Warriors as well. That pressure all over for the Warriors coming down. Simeon Reichenbach's cutting off.
We're going to finally get to set up their offense here.
See what they got. Bonebreak's going to try for the three. It amazes me how high Simeon Reichenbach can jump.
Yep.
Hunter Hughes takes it all the way in and gets a quick basket on that one as well. Oh, actually all of them. I should just say
guys,
Simeon.
I mean, I've seen Isaac.
Yep.
They'll throw a pass and you think that's safe, and he just springs up there and steals it. Yep.
Oh, Cody Graber has that one stripped away.
Yeah, you can't give a low pass to a big man like that.
Yep.
Got to get it up higher.
And we talked earlier, Kaylin and I too, when the big man has the ball underneath, those short people, they're coming in flying in.
Yep.
Around the outside of the three-point line with the ball is Highland. Looking inside, nothing going for Paisley. Paisley back out to McFarland.
Wasn't ready for that pass.
Paisley will take a three-point attempt. No good, right into the hands of Bonebreak. He's going to swallow that one back up. And now Cody Graber coming around. Yep. Hunter Hughes turn around, tries to dish, dumps it off to Colton. Can't handle the pass. It's a little out of balance. And it'll be back into the hands of Paisley. Oh, Hunter almost on that one. Isaac matching him shoulder to shoulder as he comes down. That shot, nothing. Did that hit the rim?
Nope, did not. They're going to reset. Yep. Reset their offense. Shot clock keeps going.
Hunter Hughes with the rebound, high off of the glass. Running past two Highland defenders. Now back out to Oswald to start the offense for the Warriors. Get a chance to see what they're going to run. Colton Liechty out wide. Kind of a rare look with Colton Graber underneath. Cody Graber.
Cody, yep.
Sorry.
Little dump down to the low post.
Oh, that one just slips away from Hunter. Nice dump off from Cody, but just a little too much on it.
Does it have the class down for these Highland players? Are they a young team or juniors and seniors? Does it say on your sheet?
Juniors and seniors, some sophomores. I would say juniors or seniors and juniors, maybe, or sophomores and seniors. I'll get it eventually here.
Yep.
But yeah. Like we said, that first matchup heavily in favor of the Warriors. Nice block by Cody Graber. Does such a good job with those long arms, not to commit a foul with the body, but can get that hand out there on it.
Yep.
I wish I had half of his wingspan.
really long arms and good body control. He can get those blocks without putting the body on and tempting the ref into a foul call. Yep. Does a really nice job.
Highland content to run their offense. 13 on the shot clock. Passing back outside. McFarland playing catch back and forth with Bryce Hazlett.
Finds an open shot.
Nice shot for Paisley. Long three-pointer gets Highland on the board. 12-3 is the Waco lead as Isaac Oswald brings the ball up the floor to run the offense. Going to see now and extend that defense a little bit more. Hunter stepping up to the three-point line. Nothing there.
Just Colton. A 4 around the top and just Cody run the baseline underneath. Looking for the opening. Pass and cut.
Ball fake from Hunter. Dumps it down now to Cody. Simeon into the lane. A little flip over the top. Not enough to go, and it'll be McFarland with the rebound. You know, Kaylin and I were talking in the last game how the shot clock has affected that, and I think that might have been an indication. The Warriors not in any hurry, going to take up and eat up as much shot of that clock as they can. That ball picked away by Highland, and Hunter Hughes going to pick up the quick foul on that one. Some substitutions for Warriors as Mason Miller, Reese Oswald, Odie Stefanchuk, and Chase Waterhouse checking in. The only one left from the starters will be Cody Graber.
I'm sure you guys have talked about this in other games, but what an advantage that Coach Kissel has, having just a really deep bench, and especially the offense they run and the way they like to press and really run. He can put in fresh guys all the time.
Yeah, we've often talked about that.
Yeah.
And nobody else really in the conference seems to have that. Nobody has that. Basically 2 starting offenses.
Yep.
What did he call there?
He called a foul.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't quite sure what hand motions he was making there.
It was a tomahawk foul.
All right, chopping foul.
Yep.
Called it on Cody Graber. He'll pick up his first. Quick inbound play for the Huskies. Paisley with the ball, looking for somebody open.
Waco in his zone, coming out of bounds.
That one off of the knee of Thompson. We turn over to the Warriors and Odie Stefanchuk. And one thing we've said with Odie in the game, you got to have your head on a swivel.
Absolutely.
Oh, that shot a little long for Reese Oswald. Rebound to the Huskies, and he's going to go the other direction. Picked up by Odie.
I mean, the scouting report on him would be to not go where his eyes are looking. You know, he almost needs to switch it up and start passing it where he's looking, and because he really likes the no-look pass.
And he sees it. It's amazing to me how much he sees, I think. Shot a little long for the Huskies, and Cody Graber with those long arms able to get that rebound ahead of everybody. Nice pass ahead from Stefanchuk to Waterhouse.
Move.
Yes. Chase finally figuring out, I think, a little bit how to draw that defender to come into him, commit a little bit of a foul for him, and be composed enough to put it in still.
Yep. And
he does get that one to fall, so he'll get the long,
I was
fashion three-point play.
Really impressed with Chase against Winfield the other night. Against some big bodies in there. He played really well, had a soft touch around the rim, and played good defense without fouling. He did a really nice job.
Yep, very much so. 30-second timeout called by Coach Kissel. We'll step away for 30 seconds here as well. About the time I find one, though, they'll probably be back, but we'll go anyway. Yeah. And so we're back out of the timeout. 15-3 is the Waco lead. And again, this second matchup between these two Southeast Iowa North Division teams. Oh, yep, I was going to say they're going to get in for a travel. A little bit of a hop. And I think that's been a point of emphasis for the officials this year. I feel like I've seen a lot more travels called, a lot less give on that than what I've seen in the past. Screen down low, inbound now from Stefanchuk to Waterhouse. Finds Mason Miller on the far corner, or close corner to us. That shot a little short. Stefanchuk back in there to bounce around. Ooh, that one a little bit off of the hand of Reese Oswald. I think he thought he had it and it slipped away on him. And now McFarland with the ball, tries to drive in, dumps over, bounces around. Paisley with the ball now for the Huskies. And it'll be Hazlett with the three-point attempt too far.
Oh.
And they're going to get McFarland underneath with that foul against Odie. So get a chance to take the ball out on the opposite side of the floor from us. So Luke, as a former basketball player yourself, what things do you notice are the same from when you played, and maybe some adjustments or some things that have changed a little bit?
It would seem to me.
Put you on the spot here.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh.
They run a lot more defensive sets. I mean, it seems like that Kissel has 4 to 5 different defensive sets that he can call at any time during the game. And it seemed like most of the time, you know, depending on who we were matched up with, we either ran a man or ran a zone of some sort. I think everything's more complex. I think if you look at not just basketball, but I think football too, things are just a lot more complex. There's just a lot more details and things that the coaches have learned and be able to implement down to that high school level.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think looking back, yeah, it's a lot faster game. Maybe it's just because I'm older and I think that.
I was tempted to say that, but it's like, yeah, I think, yeah.
Colton Leakey going to check in and give Cody Graber a break. Odie Stefanchuk picking up that foul, just a little bit of a reach across. And sometimes he gets away with that, and sometimes he'll get called for it. So it just depends on how he goes. But I think you're right. In all games of sports, things have changed. Details have changed.
Yeah. And that's a natural progression. I mean, things are going to get more and more advanced.
And that's good. Keeps it exciting, I guess. I feel like, yeah.
Yep. Reese kind of got caught down there on a much bigger player.
Yep.
Got the foul.
Oriano back in, so he'll go to the line to shoot too. And yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to call that on Reese or Colton down there. That one off the back of the rim, too hard, rolls away. Second shot on its way for Oriano. That one again too hard, but it'll be
a long
Thompson.
Rebound came back to him.
Yeah, right time with the right place there. Oh, that one's going to be off the foot of Mason Miller. And the shot clock will not reset for that. So the Huskies will have 27 seconds on the shot clock.
So on a kick, you mean they don't reset? Yep.
Oh, Mason got a hand on that one as well. They're going to call it a tip, so the over and back. Not truly. No, Mason, again.
Yep, another guy that can just jump.
Yep. Stolen away, stripped away by Reese Oswald. The head from Waterhouse to Stefanchuk. Oh, he's going to take that in. Yes. Nice little finger roll for Odie.
Yep. You know, to get into the back in my day saying, but, you know, the weight room in the training facility has just changed specifically for WACO. I mean, across all high school sports, but you can just see, you know, this class, these guys were one of the first beneficiaries of that new facility that we have, and just the strength, the quickness, the jumping ability. I mean, I guarantee that's part of the training that they've done, getting that explosiveness. So
very much so.
Big difference.
Yes.
Yep.
And the fact that these kids utilize it. We were talking, Kayla and I were talking, there's kids that come in 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to come work. I mean, they're like up, ready to go. Like,
so,
not me.
Yeah, Saturday night about 8:30, had to come to the school. Kid of mine forgot something that they needed the next day, and here is Chase and Odie are in the weight room on Saturday night around 9 o'clock working out. So, yeah, dedication.
Just that, and that desire. I mean, Odie's in one of my classes, and I said this in the last game. He told me, he goes, my day isn't the same unless I can come work out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he just does it. And I remember Edeker told me one of the first times we were talking about Odie. He goes, you should have seen him when he first came. He said he's put on probably 30 pounds worth of just muscle. I mean, he's just figured it out. And so I agree 100%. And with that beautiful facility, how can you not want to be in there as much as you can?
Yep.
That basket rolling around off the side for Colton Leakey, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Black, because I think that's true. I think Odie was the last one to kind of touch that one. Yep.
And he's a big difference. Wasn't he hurt last year? So he didn't play at all in the basketball season. Am I correct in that, Odie?
You could be. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You weren't calling games last year.
I wasn't calling games.
No,
I'm not sure.
I'm fairly certain. So, I mean, just having his presence in he was a big part of the football team and basketball too.
Right.
Oh,
Mason Miller going to go up and get that one. Wasn't quite sure he was going to get all the way there, but he did. After picking it off there, he's going to get an easy 2 buckets, dunk it in, and the time will expire here in the first quarter. WACO with a commanding lead.
Strong quarter. Yep.
That's right. 21-3. after the first, and we will step away for a quick break and be back for a second.
What if the answer to powering a purer world, our world, was shining down on us this whole time? All we have to do is unleash its infinite power. Our goal here at EPO Energy is to unleash the infinite power of the sun. At EPO Energy, we make solar energy the better solution. EPO Energy, unleash the power.
Such a sad deal. You feel, in the end of the day, it is.
You're okay.
It's
Yep,
just
it
high
is what it
school
is.
Sports, but
Yeah.
it's like, you still don't like that.
No.
Yeah.
And I think having a knee issue myself, I feel for Ty in
Yep.
that, and yes, and so, but he's been a good. He hasn't let it get him down. He's still
Right.
on the sidelines cheering on his guys. He's right there with them.
Yep.
And I think he's probably in the weight room as much as he can as well, as much as that is. But I know he's been going to therapy as well, pretty faithfully in that, and hopefully get back into a little bit more mobility soon. As we start the second quarter here, Highland with the ball. Hunter Hughes almost able to pick that away from Bone Break, but he's going to keep it. And fights off Hunter again, stuck in the backcourt. He's going to give it up to McFarland to bring across the line. As Simeon and Hunter kind of closing in on him on that one. Nice, good defense by Hunter. Bone Break keeping that foot planted. Hazlett knocks back out to underneath.
Oh,
Tried
long
to
arms.
dump. Yep.
Yep. Good rebound.
Yep. Cody Graber with the long arms getting that rebound, as you said. 35 is Colton Seifert for the Huskies. Long overhand pass. Oh, tried to alley-oop it to Simeon. Reichenbach couldn't quite handle it on that pass, and it'll go to the Huskies, and they'll bring it the other direction. Why not, right?
Yeah.
In this game, why not?
Yep.
McFarland cross court to Hazlett. Hazlett back to McFarland. Oh, and they're going to get Isaac Oswald.
Late call, but that's right. The right call.
Yep.
Went for the steal.
And the good part is he
Right
went with the
into him.
right hand.
Yep.
Didn't go, across the body or anything. But yeah, just got him with too much with the body. Waco in a 2-3 zone, but it's pretty extended. You know, they're not following the runner through, but they're extending that all the way out to the three-point line. Bone Break making a move to the basket. It's going to get body contact with a foul on the floor against Waco.
I believe they're going to call that on Simeon. Yep.
Yep, get Simeon. Simeon, though, not one that typically picks up a lot of fouls. I feel like maybe Colton, but otherwise I feel like they do a good job of not committing a lot of fouls.
Yep, they do.
Seifert almost driving in, falling to the ground.
And just the way they've overmatched teams in playing that press, they don't get a lot. The opponent don't get a lot of plays in the lane where you're going to get the foul calls. Waco and just the way that they play, they don't get put in a lot of those situations.
Right. I think the team that probably went at them the most in the lane was New London.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know. Oh, good underneath pass to Colton. Nice job. Way to find his composure.
Yep.
Gets that one to roll in. I thought maybe it was going to roll back to Cody there. Seifert bringing the ball across the floor for the Huskies. Ooh, Colton going for that one, just missing. So Bone Break going to take a three-pointer short off the front of the rim, but Hazlett able to ring it in, bring it down. And again there, Bone Break stopped in the lane. Nothing able to do there. And Hunter Hughes, after the shot, comes
Behind
quickly
the
with the rebound. Yep.
Leave him open, and he'll take that.
Yep. I'm surprised he didn't knock that down. Usually he's pretty consistent with that, just off the side of the rim. Hunter sat most of the first quarter there, it seemed. Kind of gave a break. That one off the side of the basket for the Huskies, and Cody Graber all by himself able to ring that one in. Pass over to Hunter. They have to, again, I wonder if they're going to spread it again like they did. Put those four out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Leave Cody down low.
Yep.
Cut through and replace.
Set a screen. Yep. Isaac Oswald with a three-pointer is going to leave it a little short, but there's Colton Leakey to clean it up and put it in.
So the hard part about playing zone on defense is you don't have that body there to box out, and that was a classic example. Highland was just standing, and Colton was able to
sneak right in,
slice in there and get the rebound. Then with the steal and the layup on the other end.
Yep. I think he thought he was going to be all by himself, was going to try to jam it, but then he felt that guy come at him. Highland will keep.
And all these guys that are tall and can jump, I'm sure now they've had a couple guys already tonight dunk. Now the challenge is on to see how many of the rest of them can also throw one down.
I think when you see Simeon Reichenbach, who jumps his body length, you're like, I can do that.
Yep.
Hazlett trapped in the corner with Isaac and Hunter coming away. Paisley now with the shot. That one's going to roll off the front of the rim, and Colton Linkty is going to sweep it up. Head to Isaac. Now ahead to Simeon. Little head fake.
Did a good job of getting out of the way of that pass.
Yep.
So they'll get it to the right person there.
Simeon makes that one look easy off the side of the glass. You're right, and sometimes I think for Cody, he could have thought, oh, that pass is for me, but he realized it was for somebody else.
Yep.
Seifert looking underneath, nothing there. Paisley now to the corner for Hazlett. He's going to try a three-pointer. Did Isaac get a hand on that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was just
a short. Left it short?
Yeah.
Okay. Simeon taking his time, now ahead to Hunter. Tries to go up and under, and they're going to get bone break. Bone break for the foul on that one.
A play like that, Hunter had the defender to the right. If you could develop that left-hand shot, you might still get the foul, but you wouldn't get hacked on that. You could have a chance of putting that in.
Yeah, it might fall in.
Yeah. That was my scouting report, I think, on WACO last year. Really good team, but didn't seem to have that one guy that you could just count on as a scorer. I think Hunter has, over the summer, has developed maybe into that a little bit more. What do you think?
I think so, too. I mean, obviously, I didn't see him last year.
Yeah.
I think just growing up that year, just the maturity of that age, and I know he plays a lot of basketball through the summer. So just developing that and like you said, so yeah.
In a late-game situation, though, who is Kissel drawing up the play for,
Yep. I would usually say Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good,
I think Hunter
with the ball in
needs
his hands, and he's good behind, shooting from deep, and so,
Yep. And taking it in. When he sees an opening, he's going to take that.
Yep.
That one, Odie got a hand on, and it'll be Colton Linkty coming away with a steal. And Colton's confidence in dribbling just surprises me as well. Mason Miller, that one a little too short for the three-pointer, but it'll be not for lack of trying for the Warriors to get that rebound, but it does fall to the Huskies as McFarland across the timeline. Paisley being guarded by Odie Stefanchuk. He would just be like a little gnat, I think, in your face.
Yeah.
Just swat it away.
He's the energy guy for sure.
Yeah. And I would say either drawing it up for Hunter or even Odie. I mean, there's been a couple times I've seen Odie, that first Winfield game.
Yep, I was just going to say, they would not have won that game without him.
Yeah. Stepped up and hit some big threes right towards the end.
And a lot of energy. Long-range pass. And then missed the layup.
I think he thought he was going to get more contact on that. I think he was building up for the contact and just left it a little short. And on the left side, it's easy to do. But WACO will keep control of the ball. Ball rolled out of bounds off of Highland. Tyler Thompson, I think, was the last one to touch it. So WACO will keep it. Mason Miller flying to the corner, looking in. Stefanchuk had Chase poked, but he's help coming on the backside. Bounces all the way around.
Highland tipped it.
Now finally picked up by the Warriors. Chase dumps underneath, tries to.
A second too slow on that. He had him.
Yep. Seifert tossed it right back to Chase, and he says, I'm just going to take this from here. Too hard off of the glass, and now McFarland will come away with the rebound. So after a couple of attempts for the Warriors, nothing falls. Oh! McFarland tries to pass ahead to Thompson. Wasn't quite ready for it. Able to turn it around and pick it up, though. There we go. Colton saw that one coming all the way. Nice move across in front of McFarland. He gets that one nicely off of the glass to fall. And I think Colton Linkty is just chomping at the bit for a dunk.
He does.
If he's going to have any room, he's going to take it.
On that still, he looked ahead and was like, oh, man, there's a guy in front of me.
Somebody there. Cole Hildebrand checking in for the Warriors. And Colton Linkty will get a chance to take a little bit of a break. And some switches for Highland. Bryce Hazlett back in, as well as Sage Hartley Norman.
And that's a challenge for Coach Kissel, too, with these lopsided games. How much do you let the starters or your top, 10 or 11 play?
Right.
And yet not wanting to run up the score either.
Right. Chase with 2 chimes there, both off the side of the rim, a little too short. Maybe just a little another square, and he would have had it. Mason Miller runs the length of the floor, tries to save it, but it's go right back to Highland. Shot missed, but Reese Oswald, who I missed checking into the game, is in the game. Cole Hilbrand going to try for a 3. And nice job by Reese to run the floor. Odie keeping it inbounds as well. And Reese says, I'm all by myself over here. Give me that ball. Too hard off of the back of the rim.
A little sloppy here.
Yeah.
As we get into this part of the game, too. Yeah.
Running a little fast. Try to clean some things up. They have lead by 30, however. Highland.
Giving up 3 points.
Right. Highland has not scored since sometime in the first quarter. So Waco doing a nice job with that defense, as we've said. Paisley trying to drive in. Now a long 3 from Paisley. It'll be short off of the front of the rim. Mason Miller in perfect position to pick that one up. Step and shoot jump.
Come on, Chase. There you go. Got one to fall. Good
Again,
job.
Head on a swivel when Odie's in the game, and Chase has gotten pretty good at that. I think he's gotten used to that if I'm not paying attention,
it's going to hit me in the side of the face. Yeah.
I'm going to eat it.
Yep.
I feel like Chase, too, just probably in the last 2 weeks, has really come on as a strong player, strong contender, figured out a lot of things, and just more confidence in that.
Yep.
They're going to say it's going to stay with Waco.
Last year, he was still a big body and got in a lot of games last year, but he was out of position a lot, got called for a lot of fouls. The joke was kind of, he could get in there and get 5 fouls quicker than anybody. He's worked on that a lot. Yep, good body position on defense.
Oh. Mason just a little short on that one. I think he thought it was going to roll.
Does that cancel out the dunk that he had earlier?
I'll let you decide if that's going to. 19 seconds left here in the second quarter. Just about ready to go to the half. Odie Stephenchuk takes his time bringing the ball up the floor. Warriors lead 35-3. 8 seconds now. Mason trying to see Odie coming across that lane, and he does. Ooh, that one rattles around. No good. Long 3-point attempt will miss completely, and that'll be the end of the first half here at Waco High School for the second matchup of this Southeast Iowa Super Conference between the Highland Huskies and your Waco Warriors. They do lead 35-3, and we will go to a quick, not so much quick, we'll go to a break here for the half.
Anyone serious about lawn care knows it starts with 2 things: the expertise and the equipment to do the job right. Egley Landscapes is the only local company that provides expert lawn care and landscaping. Let the experts with the equipment from Egley's pay a visit to your lawn. Our horticulturists have the knowledge to guide you through a lawn care plan, and they won't sell you services you don't need. Egley Landscapes has the knowledge and expertise you can trust to revitalize the landscape of your home or commercial property. Egley Landscapes. Check us out online at egleylandscapes.com.
What if the answer to powering a purer world, our world, was shining down on us this whole time? All we have to do is unleash its infinite power. Our goal here at EPO Energy is to unleash the infinite power of the sun. At EPO Energy, we make solar energy the better solution. EPO Energy, unleash the power.
enjoying another rendition of Sherry's dance tumbling here. So a little bit extra. They had a younger group of girls that were out here before dancing, and now this time some younger girls and a few boys on this one. So I think Bryson here is Davis. And is it Brecken?
Yeah, Brecken.
Do you know who that is? Oh, yes, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. See, they're not supposed to have kids old enough to do this.
Crowd gives a big round of applause.
Yeah. And, we were talking about back in our day, this was Chris Alvine.
Yeah.
So, and Chris Alvine sitting right there in the front row on the other side. I can remember multiple times watching Carrie Alvine and Isaac Stauffer. And so a long tradition of kids in tumbling here at WACO, and it's good to give them a chance to perform in front of their home crowd, so to speak. And
tell you, these mats are a little nicer than what we used to throw out there for them.
Yeah. These are the wrestling mats. I think these are the outside two pieces of the wrestling mats.
Not to get in the weeds on this, but the way they're cut like that, does that just make them lay flat then?
I think so.
They don't curl up when they stay rolled up for long periods of time?
And they're easier to roll out, I think,
Yeah.
and they're lighter. They're so much lighter. These are so much lighter than the other ones.
Yep.
I don't know. The ones we had at Wapello, zip together, kind of.
Okay.
These don't. You have to tape them, which we would tape them anyway. And somebody said the other day, they're like, I think the zip would work better. I was like, no, because it never stayed zipped. It was always so hard to get it to seal.
So you end up having to tape anyway then.
Yep. So I think these are just easier. They're easier. And the other night after the wrestling meet, they had those things picked up, ready to go, and they're easier to move. They moved the whole thing over to the center of the court so they could bring the light down for that.
Yeah.
I just think they're...
for the finals? They even switch it up during the meet?
Yeah, right in the middle of it, they pulled them over. So, it just was... they're just so much nicer. They're much better than the ones that they used to come out and throw out there at the end of for the halftime of that. So Chris is probably a little envious on that. But, again, it's good to see that tradition going. And so boys are back out. They got an extra little bit of time here. They stopped the clock, like you said, at 3 minutes. So now they'll have a full 2 minutes, 3 minutes to warm up, especially sitting a little bit longer. So WACO will come into the fourth quarter with a 35-3 lead. So the difference of 32, not quite at that 35 threshold, but once we cross that, if we cross that, the clock will not stop except for fouls and timeouts until it gets down to, I think it has to get down to 20 before it stops again.
So this will be another quicker than usual game, I would imagine.
A little bit. And I think, too, we'll get to see some of the younger kids come in, but as we've talked before, Alex and I have talked, it's a chance to get them on the floor, get them experience, especially if we would need them for some reason down in the postseason. It's always good to give them a chance to play in that. So Luke, after a first half, what things do you see that you like out of the WACO boys, and maybe that you'd like to see a little bit more of, something to work on here in the second half?
They're just relentless on their defensive pressure. Starting with the press and then falling back into their zone. Mm-hmm. They're so long. We talked about how well they can jump. No pass. It seems like no pass is safe.
Right.
So I really like that. They got a little bit of sloppy there in that second quarter. Mm-hmm. There were a few times where we were throwing passes that maybe we should have held on to and let the offense work a little bit more. But, man, you get up by that much in a game, it's hard for a 17, 18-year-old kid not to relax a little bit. So, I think overall it was a really good half for him.
Yeah, and anxious to come back out and see what the second half brings here. And we will get started here in 34 seconds. If you would like to be a sponsor, you've probably noticed the ticker going across the top. If you'd like to be a sponsor for our Warrior Cast, obviously we can't do it without our sponsors, and we have great ones. But if you'd like to join us, just shoot an email over to paul.kissel at WACO CSD, and we'll get you hooked up with that and get you on. And again, would love to have you. And Paul this week actually is typically our math teacher. One of our math teachers has been called over to the elementary. He's the substitute principal. Mrs. Settles, the elementary principal, had a baby on Monday morning, and so now Paul is over.
Congratulations to her and her family. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think a daughter.
Yes.
Do they have sons otherwise? I know they have at least one, because she mentioned about a brother, but
nope, I don't know.
So.
An errant pass to start Little miscommunication there. The other thing I like watching, too, is seeing teams that talk, you know, and after a play like that, you know, just a quick few seconds just to say, hey, I thought you were going here, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know, when teams don't talk.
Or even just acknowledge, hey, that was me. I was going, Yep. And I think when you get down, it's easy to get silent in that. So, to continue.
For sure.
That was one way to pick off the ball, I guess.
Oh, sheesh.
Hunter thought he was maybe going to have it. Didn't quite. Left it a little short. Highland with the ball the other way. Paisley tries to drive in. Stopped by Isaac Oswald. And now back out to McFarland. Back to Bonebreak. Looking across. He's going to drive baseline with a little bit of a high bounce. And almost passes it directly to Colton Lichty as he's able to pick that one off. He's going to go quickly. Thought maybe he's going to pull up for a three. Decided otherwise. Hunter Hughes getting Bonebreak into the air. Cross court now pass.
Lays
and Isaac Oswald.
High. Nice.
Yep.
So back here on defense, does Kissel coach like Simeon on that to give up the baseline? It seemed like he was positioned to let him drive the baseline right into Cody, or do you think?
I don't know. I can see the advantage of both. If I know I've got Cody there, I'll give you the baseline because I know you're going to be there to help. So maybe a little bit, and maybe it depends on who's in the game, who they're playing, those kind of things. Because they don't want you to come back to the middle. They're going to give you that whole side if they can. Cody, nice bodying up.
The old school way of thinking is never give up the baseline, never give up the baseline, but again, that's the way some of these things have changed. If you can, if you have a protector like Cody in the middle, and you can funnel a player right to that, and you have to have that trust, I think, as the players. But like you said, when they talk and they communicate, and these boys have played together enough that they do have that trust. Oh. I think Thompson just got a hand on that right as Colton was trying to pass it away. And the Huskies were able to get a 2-point basket, so it'll be 37-5, still a 32-point difference. Cody turned around, jumper is good. Yep. And they do like to set that high trap, I feel like. Simeon's kind of baiting him into going to that side so that other person can come up, whether it's Hunter or Colton on that side. Hunter a little bit out of control on that one, but able to ring it in. And now ahead to Isaac. Isaac down to Colton Lichty on the baseline. Jumper a little too short, a little 4-footer too far off the side. Probably too low on that one to use the glass. That is one thing. We haven't hit a lot of jump shots. We've had a lot of layups. We haven't needed to, but I don't know if any of our outside shots really have fallen.
Not too many.
Yeah.
Graber, they're going to
wave that off.
Yep, they're going to give him with a travel.
An extra step.
Good move, though.
It was. Yep.
I wish I had the advantage of just having to jump like 2 inches.
I mean, 2 steps and just it looks effortless. Yeah.
Simeon, the lone defender back here in the backcourt. Hazlett picks up his dribble right at the timeline. Ahead to Bonebreak and now over to McFarland. All the way across.
Pass to nobody.
I think he was trying to pass that to Hazlett and the miscommunication on that one. So it'll go back to the Warriors. 5 minutes on the clock now. Waco leading 39-5. So 34 is the spread. Simeon taking it right up in there. Easy bucket
Split right
for them.
Between 2 defenders there. Yep, you have to get slid over if you're going to stop that.
Didn't quite give him enough time to set up on that one. So there again, Simeon causing that trap. Colton coming up to help. Thought maybe Simeon was going to stick his hand in there. Try to pick that one off, but he's just content to let him hold it. Down to the baseline as Bonebreak drives in around. I think they're going to get him with a travel as well. Yep, an extra jump in there.
There again, that was a good move. Isaac hadn't and Hunter hadn't set that trap well enough yet, and he's able to split that, but just a little bit too quick. Didn't start dribbling in time.
Yeah.
Turned it over.
So substitutions, everybody but Cody Graber off the floor now as Odie, Reese, Mason, and Chase all back in. And I think tonight, too, like you said, when do you start putting in your young guys? When do you start trying to run those things? Oh, nice cut to the basket. Nice job. Good look from Reese to Odie. and yet not take it away from your varsity starters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That pass a little too high for bone break and right into Marvin Stauffer's lap there. Which is good because I don't think the little girl beside him was paying attention.
Nope.
Chase outside on that. Now Reese with it. Waiting for Odie to come back out. Again, drawing that defense out. That offense really spread out across the floor. Oh, they're going to get a blocking foul against Thompson as Mason tries to drive baseline. And there again, like you said, he tried to cut off that baseline.
Yeah.
As for Waco with Simeon, they were giving it to him.
Yep.
Stefanchuk inbounds to Reese. Oswald across now to Miller. Has Chase Waterhouse on the top of the block. Cody. Cody
It's a nice
with the
high
long
low.
arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, that's a hard pass to overthrow when you're throwing down to those long arms.
Oh, Waterhouse with a little hand in there. Popped it into the air. They're going to say it's going to stay with Highland.
And the challenge will be as we move on, into tournament time is when we face teams that have the same amount of height.
Yep.
And also that strength. We've seen against Winfield with the Buffington kid.
Yep.
How
against the New London kid.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name underneath.
Cade Benjamin. Yeah. Yep.
So you could see his face, but I couldn't think what his last name was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
D1 high jumper.
Yeah. Yep. So like you said, as the shootout is approaching in another week or two, week I guess. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But week and a half, probably likely at this point, looking like maybe pairing up with West Burlington. Oh, nice left hand for Chase Waterhouse on that one, and easy put that in for a 2-point conversion on that.
Yeah, I would think on our end in the north, I think we have first place wrapped up. I don't know.
Yeah. In fact, I think
who West Burlington has left on their schedule, but yeah. Well, that was what I was going to ask you. Do you think that having that 35-second clock up there, does that help the referees with the 10-second
Oh,
call?
yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Because you don't see them as much.
No.
Trying to keep
No.
that. And I think they're just sitting there waiting for the clock to hit 24.
Yep.
Quite honestly, it helps me, too, because it's like, and I think as a player, it would have, okay, I'm getting there. Because sometimes
we got to go.
If you don't have the count in your head with the official, you're not sure where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told Kaylin in the first game, I am all for making the high school game as much like the college game as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so this shot clock, I think it's been a great addition. And I was a little fearful that it was going to slow us down at times. But it hasn't. I feel like there hasn't been very many clock violations throughout. Cody Graver, nice turnaround jumper on that one.
After the season last year and the way it ended with that classic game against Danville, that 3 overtime game.
Yeah.
They slowed it down at the end, and I asked Coach Kissel about that, and he said, if you really go back and watch the tape, there was only 1 or 2 times where a shot clock would have really come into play there. So that 35 seconds is longer than you think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was a little worried, too, that they were maybe going to start with like a 40 and a 45, you know, just to change that. But I think most teams, until they get into that, we've got an outstanding lead and we're going to back this off and ride it out, they're going to try to push.
Most teams are going to move. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That continuous clock's running down, almost the end of the third quarter here already.
That's right. It makes it go fast, that's for
does.
sure. 1 second left on the clock. That one put in the air for McFarland. Actually a decent look for as far as he was.
In and out.
Yep. So we'll head to the third quarter. Waco with a commanding 49-5-point lead here. 35-point clock. Continuous clock is going, so it must be 30. Oh, never mind. My math is off. I'm sorry.
Your math is off.
That's typical.
Yep. We're at 44.
I'll leave the math to you. I'll just talk about the game.
I wish we did have maybe that's my job, the statistician, because I don't think there's been a 3-point bucket made tonight.
A single one.
Yeah.
Usually I keep the stats, and I didn't because I thought I was going to be by myself. But yeah, from now on, I'll put you on. That'll be your job. I don't think we have either. If we have it, it was early. It was early in the game. Well, the 3-point bucket from Highland that got him on the board.
Okay, that would have been the only one.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the Waco players. I don't think any of those have fallen for us. But again, they haven't needed it.
Right. A little uncharacteristic, but yeah, you're going to have those nights. So, yeah.
So a question as these teams, face Waco once and then realize they're going to have to face them again and outmatched, what do you think the mindset is? In high school, did you ever have a team where you played that you knew it was just going to be, this is going to be rough? What was your mindset going into that?
I was the era of the state champions at Winfield.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's
yes,
true.
It was kind of okay, work on some things. I think you can come in with, okay, we want to try to do this. We know they're going to get away with this kind of stuff, right, where Hunter takes it and tries to jam it.
But it still falls for
and
him.
it falls in. Or they're going to steal, and they're going to run on us. They're going to pressure us, So what can we do?
Yeah.
Even for preparation for ourselves, especially this time of the season where you're looking more regionals, who are you going to draw?
Yep.
Behind the back for Reichenbach. He's going to go up, tries to lay it in, too short, but Hunter Hughes.
What are they going to call?
They're going to call it off a Highland,
Yep.
Not sure he meant to do that, but it worked out in his favor. Able to keep it underneath, so some quick action. They're not leaving anything off. They're going at it. Still pretty good for that. Isaac inbounding to Cole Hildebrand to the rim. Reichenbach, Back out to Oswald underneath the Leakty. Turnaround jumper for Leakty right over the front of that rim.
Yep. Gives a smile to Isaac after that. Thanks for the assist, bud.
Yep. And Colton there at the beginning of the season had a little bit of a shoulder issue, but I think he's maybe got that worked out.
Well, there's no tape on it anymore. Yep.
Hunter able to pick that one off. A little alley-oop. Too hard off of the glass. Hunter gets the rebound back and puts it up himself.
He laid that up nice.
Yep.
For Simeon there,
And Simeon I think he took a good look at it. He just left it a little short. Thompson taking it all the way in.
Nice.
Gets that one to go with a hand in his face. Puts the Huskies at 7. Hunter into the lane. Too short, and Cole Hildebrand does his best to try to rebound that. But Thompson just standing in front of him brings it down as McFarland will bring the ball across the floor. And outside the three-point arc are the Huskies. And now Bryce Hazlett thought he was going to shoot that one for a minute. Decides to back off. Colton Linkty goes for it, knocks it into the hands of Hazlett. And back out to Thompson, around to McFarland. So nothing inside, and I'm surprised now with maybe a little bit smaller lineup for the Warriors that they're not trying to drive inside a little bit more. That one is off the front of the.
Gets it to go.
Yep.
I wondered. I saw it. He was getting down to single digits, and number 5 there, he was aware of it, drove in, put up a nice shot.
Especially for a sophomore, and probably not a whole lot of. I mean, the season. He's probably had experience in the season, but now with the shot clock, being aware of it. Colton Leakty up and under, nice little shot, and Coach Kissel saying, "I just want a line change here. I just need the substitutions out." So the starters will come out as, again, we see some of the sophomores, some of the younger kids that maybe don't get a chance to play. Chase Waterhouse in, Noah Freed, Clayton Miller, and Isaac Rich. And Clayton and Isaac are two. I don't know if you've watched them play lately. I don't know about you. Clayton Miller plays a lot like Josh to me. I see a lot of Josh Miller in him. He's kind of all over the floor. Maybe a little bit more natural, maybe, for basketball. And then Isaac Rich is another one I think has come on, especially with some of the time he gets here at Varsity. He's really starting to see things really well for the Warriors. Yep.
No, the Miller kid, you can just see it. Being the next one in line always has the advantages. Not, you played against an older brother, but he's definitely got the athletic genes, and I think he'll be a real good one moving forward.
And he's relentless. I think that's when I watch him in the JV games, especially. Like, doesn't matter how much they're up or down. He's going to go after it as hard as he can.
Yep. Ooh. And again, that's just that style of play that Coach Kissel has brought. Being relentless on defense, working the boards hard.
Yep. And not giving up on it like that. He missed that shot, but was still right there, almost ready to get the rebound of his own for Clayton.
Yeah. Nice trap down the baseline.
And all over that. Oh, they're going to get him for the foul. Clayton is in my worst success. And now finally in the third quarter, I feel like he'll like have a conversation with me, but it's very much like talking to Josh.
Yeah.
Very much. And I actually have Owen Wolf too, Dan Wolf's son. I said one of the first times they were like conversing behind me, and I said, man, if I didn't know any better.
Felt like you were back in
like,
high school.
That's weird.
Yep. Well, that's neat being part of a small town, and kids that you went to school with now have kids, and you see them at games and stuff. So yeah,
kind of know him a little bit. Yeah. Chase, nice job following through on that one and getting his own rebound, putting it back. Chase Waterhouse coming on strong here. Another big body, like you said, inside, can battle. Puts in some good minutes for the Warriors. 59-9 is the Waco lead. Just under 3 minutes with this continuous clock. Good defense.
Oh.
Not sure if they're going to get Chase or Isaac on that one. They're going to get Isaac.
Yep. Say Chase played pretty well on that, and that's about as good as you can play, but doesn't mean they're not going to call it.
Isaac just got a hand on there. Chase is probably like, actually, thank you. I'm glad it's you and not me.
Yeah.
No.
So Highland does have a couple mullets on the team. One came in for the other there. It seemed like last year there were a number. Last year was the year of the mullet, it seemed, for Danville had a couple kids, but it doesn't seem to be as in style anymore.
Well, some of the mullets,
Things
I feel
change.
like, that started out the school year have now been cut.
Oh, okay. So did Waco have some in the hallways earlier in the year? Okay.
Yeah. I think that's one style that I could have done without ever having come back in.
Yeah,
but the kids like it, and some of them, I will say, some of them have some pretty good-looking ones.
Yep.
If you can say that about a mullet, I guess.
Yep. As a guy, your hairstyles are a little bit more limited in what you can do, so a mullet's a good way to express your individualism, your personality there, yeah.
Kind of feel like after football, then they kind of decided, okay, enough is enough. I'm done with this.
Yep.
Oh,
nice steal.
Cole Hildebrand.
Oh, he's taking it.
Oh, shoot. I was hoping that was going to fall. They're going to get him before the shot?
Yep.
Okay. So Waco will get a chance to run an out-of-bounds play underneath, see what these younger kids, I say younger, but they're probably just as experienced sometimes with as much time as they've gotten.
They've gotten a lot of time.
Cole Hildebrand going to try a three-pointer. Oh, off the front of the rim. I thought that was falling there for a minute.
It looked online.
It did. Clayton now over to Rich. Back to Hildebrand. He's going to drive into the baseline. Fights his way in there. Oh, and a jump ball. Oh.
No, he's got his arm up. I think he's going to call a foul.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. So do these younger, those three younger guys, do they play full JV games too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would think, I think Kissel knows with the 11-12 that he's got for the varsity. He's like, I'm not going to take the time away from the JV kids when we can.
Yeah.
But then gets them in because they get the 6 quarters a night.
They get 6.
So they get time. They can come in and play. A lot of them don't see, much action until about the late third, fourth quarter. But again, when you've got essentially 2 starting lineups sitting on your bench for the varsity, you're going to give those guys opportunity as well.
So who is 52 that just came in there?
52, Jesse Craybill.
Okay.
And I don't know if he joined late. He's a senior.
Okay.
I don't know if he joined the team late or what the deal was.
I haven't been to all the games, but I haven't seen him yet.
Yep.
So
he's kind of a fresh face, but he did play some of the JV game today. And got
good
some
for him.
Points. Yep. He's not one that I've had in class, so I can't tell you really much to his personality, but he seems like a pretty good kid. Couldn't tell you who his parents are either to play that game.
So Highland does get a bucket there, and they get out of the single digits, which would have been a feat for the Waco defense.
And now Waco going to be content. The shot clock just about a second off, it looks like.
Yep.
So they're going to run it down for 1 shot, maybe even let it run all the way out. And now they do go for 2, and it is going to expire. Hildebrand's shot after he took it, no good. And they're going to let the time all the way expire. So there it is. So at the end of that game, Warriors win 59-11. They'll take on Hillcrest Academy here at home. That game originally was supposed to be at Hillcrest.
Yep.
But with some of the weather that we had previous and some scheduling reissues.
Some sickness on their team as well.
Some sickness, so we went up there on the 27th of January, 12th of January, and now they're coming here on the 27th is how that works. So they'll be at home on Friday night, and the Wrestlers have a meet on Thursday at Mediapolis. And then, as we said, the girls will start their regional tournament for the first time ever sanctioned in the state of Iowa. They'll get a chance to battle to go to state on Friday night, and then Saturday will be the conference wrestling meet at New London. So a busy week for stuff here at WACO. If you're interested in doing that thing, there's availability. But Luke, thank you for joining me tonight. I would have been up here by myself.
Yeah.
I'll plan to try to get you up here again if I can.
Let's do it.
Don't bring your kids. We'll pull you up here. No, just kidding. No, they like to come, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, but
no, this live stream is just an amazing thing. Having grandparents, my kids have grandparents and family out of state, and they can tune in and watch all these things that just wasn't available when we were playing. So, thank you to all the sponsors. If you're thinking about it, jump in. Yeah, it's a great thing to have for our district. Yep.
And like you said, if you want to be a sponsor, just send Paul Kissel an email, paul.kissel@WacoCSD. Thank you for joining us tonight here on the Warrior Cast, and look to pick you up on Friday again. So that'll do it for us. Good night.